Hello everyone and welcome back to Vestiverse Storytime. How are you all doing today? Silly Shiba, Fino, Anna, hello, welcome. Good to see you all. Oh, good times. We've just finished off with the ESO on Saturday. So today, we are going back to Danganronpa. And we're getting close to the end of it for this one. Oh my gosh, I think we're going on to chapter 5. And these next two chapters are a little shorter. Pretty amazing. Good to hear. How is things for myself? Things are still going along great. I'm very happy. I'm still liking the new mic and mixer setup I've got here. So I'm relieved about that. I'm still tweaking, trying to figure out, like, I still need to go through the EQ a bit more and actually go by the various ranges, frequencies for the voice, because I find there's still a bit more. Not to mention I need to sound treat the room. But at least I know what needs to be left. What needs to be done. And today I'm going to be trying to shoot the intro video. An intro video. Both for the TKKS as well as my YouTube. Because one thing I actually really enjoyed by a lot of YouTube videos out there is when you go to their webpage, there's that little... Was that pop? Yes, Anna. That was a little bit of a Coke and rum. As well as, don't worry, I still have my trusty water as well. We're never going to get rid of the water. Oh my gosh, I've got these cards. Oof. It's a nice shirt. Why? That's a... But there's pop in it. There's pop in it. Why, hello, Bait. How you doing? How's those magic decks going? Did you fix that goblin deck? That's right. That's right. I know what you were talking about earlier. Over in Trig's stream there. Alright, let's get Pop over to the game. You don't even know. Oh. Don't even. Alright, so let's get... as I bounce against everything. Let's get this loaded up. Well, we could call you BB. Yes. That's a bunch of BS. You should buy slim fit shirts. It would look good on you. Well, these... Okay, here's the problem I have. If I get form-fitting shirts, I have to get them special ordered because I have a really long torso. Like, this is close to a small, I think. 28? I don't know, but it's close to a small, and smalls actually fit me pretty well. His nip shows. And then... Unfortunately, when I get small, where it actually fits great for my torso, it's like a belly shirt for me. It's terrible. Oh yeah, this is when she's all up in our ears, like, "Hey Makoto, hey baby."
Hey Makoto, I want to whisper something to you.
We use an S. Yeah, I'm pretty small. I have gained weight since I started working at home. I'm not nearly as active as I used to be. I'm a little disappointed by that, but you know, I was pretty thin before.
The 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school.
Now, what I'm wondering is, the 16th student, are they in league with Monokuma? Or were they literally, they woke up and then they were all alone, locked up in this room or something until they got let out? Voices are lower now? Shouldn't be. Everything's the same.
The one they call the ultimate despair.
What might be is my voice is higher. Because with this mic is actually picking me up better. So my voice is a lot higher. Whereas the game is not.
Watch out for her.
But also, yeah, it's Danganronpa. I don't know about this game anymore. I was trying to fiddle around with the sounds right now through a special program so this way I could change its volume. And it refuses to get stuck on it. Danganronpa, it's just, it wants, no matter what I do to it, I can't adjust its volume properly. And then it changes when I load the game. It makes no sense. I don't know. I'm hoping Danganronpa 2 will be better for that. Kyoko told me to watch out for her. Makuro Ikusaba. That was 3 days before the next incident. Have you threatened it already, baby? Baby. 3 days before we would be faced with another murder. So who would die next? Hiro. Bet she's gonna be Hiro. Wait, what? Well, that's dressed up like the headmaster. 3 days before the worst thing so far would reveal itself. Unfortunately, no, it did not work. Mild dash. Pain of a junk food junkie. In the meantime, the day after Sakura's class trial, that morning in the dining hall. So let's begin the usual post-trial investigation. Hey, you didn't make small talk or anything. We never just get straight to the point like that. I lowered it by a little bit. So this way hopefully I'm not overpowering the audio so much. Yeah, I didn't lower it too much, just a little bit. If you want to keep up with it, you must refrain from pointless small talk. Jeez, how high is that horse of yours?
Well?
He just acts like that to hide his own insecurities. That's what I like to think anyway. Regardless, if you want to defeat the mastermind, you need to follow my lead. They creep around the school like a mouse, but the mastermind's pride is as bloated as a cow's udder. Oh dear.
In the name of my family.
And no matter what it takes, I will rid this world of them. Just raise the volume by one. Now it's fine. Okay, good. Keep it somewhat a little even. Just until I can get proper control. Like, I have a slider that all my game volumes are on. Does nothing for this game. It's like...
Huh?
Hey, Toko, you've been pretty quiet. That Coke, oh yeah. Man, you're so boring now. You just sit there like a mushroom. Going to start calling you Miss Mushroom.
What's your deal?
She didn't snap back at you. Her talking makes things difficult, so I told her not to open her mouth without permission. Oh, what? Oh, she can't open her mouth. She can't eat or drink water. Now you want it? It is also in a Coca-Cola glass. All right, I guess I should just announce that Coca-Cola is sponsoring me. No, they aren't. That's right. Your boy here is getting all the sponsors now. From Coca-Cola to Mentos to... Wait, uh-oh. Oh, wait, no, I think that had to be Diet Coke for the Mentos to work on it, right? I never really did the whole Mentos Coke thing. Or was it Pepsi? I that shows just how much I know. I don't know. I don't care.
How about that?
And you're okay with that, Toko? Jeez, how low is that rock you're hiding under? I believe this is the small talk Yakuya warned us against.
Come on.
And yet, I let myself get involved. But it is now finished. I will never allow you to drag me down to your level again.
Let's go.
We're going to begin our search. Stop running your mouths and start moving your legs. Pressured by an obviously irritated Byakuya, we all started our exploration. So slow. Alright, so there was another floor that was up. Can I just go backwards? Alright, let's go up to the 4th floor. There's the data lab. Now we're going to be running around here. Nope. Because the office, unless... Ah, yes, there we go. It's open. You did not get the image on the beginning. What image? So here I am on the 5th floor of Hope's Peak Academy. The 5th floor has been opened up to us, and look how pretty it is. There's trees. It's nice blue. The guy stabbed on the chest. Oh. You didn't? Oh, I did. And it's totally different from all the floors we've been up till now. We've seen up until now. For some reason, it feels unpleasant. Let's check out each room. When a floor is just opened up, what the heck? Nighttime secrets. No more. Stop. He's so dirty. Oh, Monokuma. What are we going to do with you? Metal plates. Same stuff. This bar window. Yep. Metal plates. Yep. Nothing new here. As you can tell, I didn't go put in all the coins because I've got too many gifts as it is. No matter when, no matter what, surveillance cameras are following our every move. Absolutely everywhere. How many cameras does this place have anyway? Lucky! Hello! Hey, I'm a man visitor. Hello, how's it going? How are you doing today? Pleasure to see you again. Sure, I can look at the clock and see what time it is, but what's the point? They need to take some vitamin D. They're not getting any sunlight. One of the monitors, yep. Perfect. Nothing else to look at. You're doing great. Beautiful. That's what I like to hear. Is there a dojo up here? Got another lab? Interesting. Haha, catch me haven't wait up. I'm going to punish you. Gross. Makoto. It's Makoto running and Monokuma wanting to run after him to punish him. Oh dear. Huh? Does she want to talk to me about something? Toko, what's wrong? Was she trying to say something? I think she's almost just a little more and I might get it. I'm sorry, but I have no idea what it is you're trying to tell me. She just let her shoulders drop. She looks so sad. I guess she gave up. You know, Makoto, she needs permission to talk. You have to give her permission. Now, come on, everyone. When you look at it, wouldn't you love to be chased by a lovable stuffed bear that's crazy? So far, all the text is the same. Yeah, I'm not even going to bother with the monitor. You can go that way. This way. Oh, hey, it's Hina. Hello, Hina. This floor feels different compared to all the others. I'm not sure what it is. There's some reason for that? I hope it's not anything too creepy. It is. You know all their names by no. Hey, whoa, the crap. What the hell is this? The grotesque horror of the room struck me hard and fast. What I saw was bad enough, but what I smelled, it was sour, pungent, and possibly rank.
I see.
It smells awful, doesn't it? It's It must be at least vaguely familiar to you. After all, you've been around your fair share of corpses. Are you saying the smell of death? Oh, I forgot to mute my phone. The smell of death, their flesh and fat and blood. Yeah, a body has been discovered. There's no surprise in his voice, no shock. But he was right. I had experienced this smell more than once before. It's the smell of death and despair. But the smell here is strong, condensed. It's the smell of a battlefield. Monokuma must have...
Hey!
What? My fault again? Stop trying to blame everything on me! Did I kill a 16 student? No, I think this was the... I don't know what this is. If you haven't done what you did, this never would have happened.
Unbelievable.
No, it's quite the opposite. The opposite?
Now then.
Yep. Let me give you an itty bitty easy squeegee little hint. As far as this room goes, I don't know a thing. I just left it exactly how I found it. What?
Yes, indeed.
How's that for a hint? Better than those stupid hints you get from NPCs in those mean old RPGs.
Uh-oh.
But it's pretty scary, huh? Blood all over the walls and junk. Of course, even in the outside world, people die bloody, gruesome deaths every day.
I can't wait! I can't wait!
So it's not really a big deal. Just keep your chin up and keep on living, soldier. Not blood. You've got a good point, Fido, actually. Now that you pink it out, it's not pink. Now that you pink it out, point out. What's he talking about? Just left the way he found it? What's the meaning of all this? I guess it's only fresh blood that is pink. Because blood does darken as it ages. There's blood all over the place. I want to shut my eyes forever against such a ghastly sight. It appears all the bloodstains are dry. And their color has changed as well. There you go. I think it's safe to assume these stains are considerably old. This is all really blood? Of course. I wouldn't find it interesting otherwise. And it is interesting, I assure you. What on earth happened in this classroom? He seems like he's enjoying himself. No way can I keep up with someone like that. Look at all these chalks. Oh my goodness. There are white chalk outlines drawn all over the floor. How many bodies were there? See this kind of thing on detective shows and stuff like that. You always see it at the scene of a murder. I wish I could say I don't believe it. Eye for an eye. No matter when, no matter where, surveillance cameras. Oh yes, okay, that's the same thing that we've already seen or talked about. Okay, regular monitors. Actually, no. Yeah, no. So nothing brand new, eh? Okay, well, let's talk to... We have a clip? We have a clip? A clippity clip? Not blood. You've got a good point, Fido, actually. Now that you pink it out, it's not pink. Now that you pink it out. Totally pinking it out. Yeah. Giggity giggity. Okay, about what Monokuma just told us. Like, I'm not even here. He must be lost in thought. Is he really thinking that hard? Or is he just flat out ignoring me? Like, this is a lot of bodies. And we know Hope's Peak did close down for a while. Interesting. Hey, Cheese. How's it going? So we found the messed up room. Raw. Rattle, it's locked. Came all this way just to be denied here. Sign in the hall says biolab. A biolab that we're forbidden from seeing into. That sounds like something out of an old cheesy horror movie. Well, so far all I've seen is the regular classrooms, and then that's the first room that's a little more out there. Okay, let's go to the flower shop first. Actually, I changed my mind. Or go to the art studio. The dojo. Yeah, that classroom's interesting. Too bad Sakura's not here anymore. She would have loved this place. Yeah, the most awful. Yeah. The suit of armor is on display is extremely Japanese. Okay. What was this archery range? What Kyoko told me yesterday. What the heck did it mean?
Mukuro Ikusaba,
Mukuro
the
Ikusaba.
16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
Kyoko? I'm not going to say anything. Huh? I can't say anything. Kyoko narrowed her eyes. Her gaze darted up to the surveillance camera.
Hey,
You understand why, right? You're trying to tell me that whatever it was important. The mastermind couldn't find out. But how did Kyoko get her hands on information that could be that important?
so then,
We're finished here. Sakura there. I know the sakura blossoms drifting through the breeze. She made it very clear that our conversation had come to an end. And just like that, just like usual, I didn't understand anything any better than before. Target seems pretty far away. Gotta say, pretty proud of my eyesight. You know, this room is totally enclosed. There's a cherry tree planted here, and it's in full bloom.
hey,
It's quite elegant. This is what you consider elegant?
indeed.
I lived overseas for a long time, so this kind of Japanese style scenery is refreshing. But considering our situation, isn't it kind of out of place? So it should still be elegant, Makoto. The straw post used for sword practice. Did they use it for training here too? Does that mean there are swords in these lockers? There's a bunch of wooden lockers in here. Oh, wooden lockers and keys remind me of super old school public bathhouses. I can't even look at that. How hilarious is that? It says there's something to select up there, but there's no way that I can actually select it. That is silly. Oh my. Are we in like a prehistoric land? Look at this. This is nuts.
Yo!
At first, I thought I saw blue skies, but turns out they're just painted the walls and the ceiling.
You know?
Oh, but the plants are all real. It's been a while since I smelled vegetation. Helps me relax.
What the heck?
That's not what you're thinking, is it? Huh? Why is that bad? Don't you get it? Don't you realize the true horror of plant life? It's there, just beneath the surface. Beneath their calm exterior, they're always watching and waiting. When they decide they can't leave us in charge of Earth anymore,
The end is nigh!
they'll put the plan for global human extinction into action.
Well,
I'm serious. It's like, all right, oh, hero. Exactly. That's about all you can say. Oh my goodness, you're right. Jeez, oh my gosh. Okay, how can I do this? Okay, now can I? Okay, let's try this again. Okay. I don't know if it's doubling up. I'm trying. There, we're creating our own laugh track. There we go. Oh, this is hilarious. Of course, I've also got my Morse code SOS. Some kind of control panel set near the wall. Does it control the air conditioning or something? Air clown, uh-oh. It's for the sprinklers! Sprinklers? Yeah! It controls the sprinklers in the garden! The sprinklers are set to go off every morning at 7:30. Don't you dare change it without permission! Of course, the settings panel is locked, so you couldn't change it if you wanted to. Think anyone that controls Monokuma is the same person? Yep. So that means the sprinklers go off at 7:30 a.m. every morning? Yup, you got it! It's super user-friendly, which sucks. So if you get here early, you'll get drenched. So watch yourself. But you're not a little kid, right? You're too old to go running through sprinklers anyway.
Yes.
Or do you have some kind of water fetish? I'm going to tell everyone! Oh, I'm gonna have too much fun with this track. Uh-huh. Same old monitors. Is this a chicken coop? He's not good, he's a laugh track for his life. Exactly. What's a chicken coop doing here? It legit has chickens? This place even has chickens, huh? They're just regular chickens, right? Like, they don't eat people or lay bombs instead of eggs or something crazy like that? Seems safe. There's It's a chicken. It doesn't have, like, a second form, right? Chicken. It's really alive, right? There's no mistake? It is like, I can say that for sure. I'm so unsure about these chickens. It's not expected to be fed like humans, is it? Or like lay a bomb. Oh, Makoto, what are we going to do about you? Oh, you like chickens too, Makoto? Yeah, I love those these little guys. They're seriously cute, right? And there's exactly 5 of them here. Too anxious. Exactly? 5. You know, the number that comes after 4 and before 6, but not after, at least in terms of natural numbers. Anyway, whenever the number 5 pops up, that's a good omen. It contains the mysteries of the cosmos.
I'm at least 30% right.
It's a number of power, a refreshing number on par with hand-squeezed all-natural lemonade. He never lets me get a word in edgewise. Hero, hero, hero. Okay, so what's up here? Oh, ooh, ah? What is this? This thing is super weird, super creepy. Flowers aren't supposed to get this big. Is this thing real?
Watch out!
Watch out! What? That's a Monokuma flower. I came up with the name myself. Try and touch it, and you're in for some real excitement. Your heart's all like, whoa! And that plant's all like, snap! And your flesh is all like, whoa! I'm dead! Huge flowers? Yeah, I don't get that. In other words, it's a monstrosity. It's pretty freaking amazing if I do say so myself. A student at Hope's added improvement after improvement and created this miracle creature. The ultimate botanist. Although they don't go here anymore, they died during the tragedy.
Actually,
By the way, despite how it looks, that flower is super practical. It can eat paper, plastic, even people. So it's totally good for the environment.
well done.
Such an eco-friendly creation is vital for the future growth of a healthy society. Not that I'd know anything about that myself. Shouting more and more nonsense, Monokuma eventually disappeared. Whatever it is, I better keep my distance. I'm having a feeling the next murder is going to happen in this room. Between sprinklers turning on exactly at 7:30, exactly 5 chickens, a carnivorous plant, Just to be sure, she could take a look in that tool shed. This place seems totally disorganized, from a lawnmower to fertilizer, flower pots to farm tools. And leaning against the back wall, is that a pickaxe? Bags of fertilizer are piled up. There's so many different kinds to choose from. That gives me that idea. Just a hunch. There are different kinds of gardening tools here. Are they trying to get us to become self-sufficient? Crazy diamond. Oh, there's something carved in the handle of this pickaxe. Crazy diamond. I feel like I remember seeing that somewhere. I do not remember, that is. Ooh, a lawnmower. Monokuru. And with this here, who's actually going to take care of the lot? I haven't seen anything JoJo related, so I have no idea. It'll clue you in because the game doesn't. So many flower pots, big ones, little ones, any size you might need. Maybe I'll grow some flowers to put in my room. Isn't that nice? Easy Diamond is the name of Mono's biker gang. Ah. Oh, right. Okay, well, that's all for the here. Mondo. Yeah, I figured I would shoot. Guess I've seen what there is to see up here for now. But once again, nothing I found seems to make any real sense. Head back to the dining hall and find out what the others turned up. Just to show that they still care about him. One after another, everyone made their way to the dining hall. And before too long, it would appear everyone has returned. But still, it's just the 6 of us. That's barely enough for a decent volleyball team.
Just a second.
Hey, don't be a sourpuss. We gotta think positive. Besides, even if one more person dies, we can still field a basketball team.
Hey.
That's like reverse positive thinking. So little is true. Anyway, there's no time to be depressed. For the sake of everyone we've lost, we have to do our best. Can we stop all this group hug nonsense? We need to find out what everyone discovered. Well, let's start with Hina.
Yeah.
I checked all the windows on the 5th floor, front to back. That used to kind of be Sakura's job, but anyway, no dice. There were metal plates on all the windows, just like everywhere else.
Correct.
Which means no chance of escape on the 5th floor either.
So,
But when I was looking around, I realized something about the layout of the school. What exactly did you notice about the layout of the school?
Just a second.
You took a good look around the 5th floor yourself, didn't you, Makoto? Huh? Why do you ask?
So then,
Because if you did, you must have noticed. The 5th floor is lacking something every other floor has. I'll be on all the other floors, but not the 5th floor. Are you talking about stairs? There aren't any stairs leading up from the 5th floor. That's what you're talking about, right? Does that mean the 5th floor is the end?
correct.
We're finally starting to get a clear picture of the school. All that's left now is to solve the underlying mystery. But that's the hardest part.
okay.
Even if it's hard, we still gotta do it. It has lots of oh, right. Actually, no, you're right. I don't think I saw any bathrooms up there. Aw. Yeah, Hina's right. Everything will be okay as long as we work together. I'm sure we'll make it out of this. No, I'm not sure. We absolutely will make it out, no matter what it takes. Shut up, girl. By the way, did any of you find it? The other strange room on the 5th floor? Well, no, strange is a massive understatement. The smell of flesh and fat and blood. The white outlines of countless corpses is more dreadful than anything I've encountered here so far. What the hell are you talking about? The smell itself was horrific, far beyond any normal murder scene. Everybody's smell concentrated.
Huh?
God, I'm glad I didn't see it. I feel like I'm going to barf just hearing you describe it. But, I mean, what the hell happened in that room?
So, in other words,
That a mini killing game in there? I can only think of one thing.
A large group of people died right there in that room.
A bunch of people were killed in there? Stop! Seriously, I'm going to throw up!
It can't be.
Perhaps that's what it was meant by the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Huh? You're thinking the same thing then? My theory is, well, I finally hit puberty. My theory is the mass murder that took place in that room is the incident said to have happened 1 year ago. But that's not like the worst event in human history, though. Unless it was something in the air that caused people to go insane and start murdering everybody, in which case it's going all across the world, and it happened in here before they were able to get everything fully closed up. Awful semen in that room. That was the tragedy that happened a year ago? In which case, then the whole world could be mad. It explained the fallen bodies in the Sakura's pop thing, and why Makoto's house is all torn up. Damn. You mean Danganronpa is just a secret sequel to The Happening? Twist. You've been Shyamalan! Precisely. The tragedy is another name for the genocide of the student body of Hope's Peak Academy. If that's true,
it's all clear.
that would explain why Hope's Peak was forced to close its doors.
Hey,
I mean, I guess that all makes sense, but it's all just so awful. Not just awful, super awfully awful. They're right, it's beyond awful. It's terrible, tragic, hopeless. But still, how is it not one of us ever heard about something like that happening? Well, they did actually run away on the last batch of students. Says an eye for an eye. It's, I don't know. Despairful? The worst ever. Does that mean they really did cover it up? Kyoko, you know what
Hey.
goes on. My concern is with the biolab. That was the only place on the 5th floor that we couldn't access. The biolab, huh? Wonder what's in there.
could it be?
If this were like a cliche horror game, it'd be some kind of creature, the final boss, or tyrant, or the tyrant. I like it. Claw for a claw.
But
We're not in a horror game, though. Either way, we don't need to worry about it at the moment. Don't bother thinking about something that can't be understood no matter how much you think about it.
Naturally.
Your tiny brains can only do so much, so focus on utilizing them efficiently.
well,
I don't really like how you said it, but what you said is probably right.
What?
A beer for a bear? Hey! Excuse me. No, how I said it is right too. Oof.
You know?
Well, there's a big garden up on the 5th floor, and I found more than one thing to be worried about. A stupidly large plant, a chicken coop, and I know what you're going to say, but a tool shed. Monokuma said that was called a Monokuma flower. Even touching it seems dangerous, so we have to be careful.
You're serious?
It's totally a man-eating plant. I'm pretty sure it's different from the one that lives in the pipe, though. Talk about Mario. Anyway, that thing must benefit from the sprinkler system as much as anything else in there. Well, yeah, apparently the sprinklers come on every morning at 7:30 on the dot. Yeah, remember that. You don't want to get drenched and catch a cold.
yeah.
Here for the lurky turkey. Nom 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 nom. Thank you very much, Cade. I appreciate the lurks. Well, you don't have to worry. They say idiots never catch colds, you know? Of course not, because idiots never get wet. I think you're thinking of ducks. Starting to worry about you, Hero. Can you tell me what 10 plus 10 is?
What the heck?
Hey, come on, you don't always have to call me dumb. I may have been held back 3 times, but that doesn't make me stupid. But if it'll make you happy, I'll answer your dumb question.
Huh?
So, what was the question again? Don't worry, you just answered it. Ducks are waterproof. Now you put them on. Oh wait, Toko. Hey, Byakuya, it seems like Toko wants to say something.
What?
So, why are you telling me?
Hey.
Well, because you told him to zip it or whatever. Ah, I'd forgotten about that. Fun fact, wait, V. Okay, we're waiting. Hero had 2 other reactions. What do you mean 2 other reactions? Fun fact isn't related? I mean the fact that he was held back versus the fact that he forgot? Yes. Oh, those reactions. I understand. Yes, that is true.
Huh?
Jesus, man, I know you like torturing her, but come on. Well, Toko, if you want to envelop us all in your putrid breath, I won't stop you. You honor me, mister. And don't worry, I took care of the odor problem. Seriously? You're just going to take it? Just shut up. I'm interrupting when my master and me are talking. Okay, so what did you want to tell us? Well, I was in a classroom on the 5th floor and something caught my attention. It was this. A knife? Oh, that thing is huge. It's like Rambo size.
What?
It's a survival knife of some type. A knife. With a bone saw. What was it doing in the classroom?
Well,
How would I know?
Very suspicious.
Well, what are you going to use that knife for? What are you planning to do to us? Not going to do anything. I just picked it up. I didn't want to leave a knife just lying around.
How about that?
I'd rather have it lying around than in the hands of a serial killer. Just don't compare me to her. I'm nothing like her. Listen, more important. Now that we have the knife, what are we going to do with it?
You know?
Can't let Toko keep it, that's for sure. We don't know what she might do. Exactly. Makoto's the most trustworthy person here. He doesn't disappear randomly like Kyoko.
what's your
I
problem?
don't want it anyway. It's too dangerous. So what to do?
So then,
Why don't you hang on to it, Makoto? Huh? Me? Oh yeah, I totally trust Makoto to take it.
Okay.
And that's that. Hold on, don't I gotta say?
It's all clear now.
Just shows how much they trust you. You should do as they ask. You sure it's trust? I feel like they're just using me. Okay, so here you go, Makoto. Act like I already said yes. Fine. If there's nothing I can do, I'll just keep it in my desk drawer for now. Congrats, you can kill whoever you like. Excellent. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Hey, Toko. Do I still have a bad breath? Sorry, I'm sorry, it stinks. I'm sorry, it stinks. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
You made a valuable discovery. Good job. Did Master just praise me? Hey, good for you. I'm dreaming. I must be dreaming. That I would ever experience such a dream. Senpai noticed me. Oh, it feels so strange. Oh, Toko. That's so strange, really strange. Oh no. Yeah. Oh boy. Whenever I look at Togo these days, it makes me feel sad. Alright, let's go.
You know?
Oof. Okay. Oh, chicken coop. A masochist. Just reminding everyone. Yeah. Bunch of chickens in the chicken coop, right? That's right. 5 chickens. Ah. I love chickens. Let's raise them up big and fat. Then we can make fried chicken. Oh, or barbecue. Decisions. Oh, how about raw? Because there's nothing fresher than raw, right? I'm pretty sure that'd kill you.
You know?
Reminding everyone 3. Yeah, eating raw chicken. No, that's no. Is it a face? Oh, I see. Because if I look at the yes, I see. Because we don't have Hifumi around anymore. Well, there's a big guard up on the 5th floor, and I found more than one thing to be worried about. Tool shed. You noticed it too, huh? That pickaxe.
What?
Huh? What about the pickaxe? Well, there's a pickaxe in the tool shed. The words crazy diamond had been carved into the handle. Haven't we seen that phrase somewhere before? Roswell's written on the door. Yep. Crazy diamond? Yeah, that does sound kind of familiar, I think.
It's true.
I don't just think, I know. We've definitely seen that phrase before. Huh? Where? Ah, that's it, I remember. It was on Wando's uniform, on the back of his jacket. His jacket said the same thing, right? Crazy diamond.
I see.
You're absolutely right. But why would that be on a pickaxe in the garden?
Could it be?
Uno must have snuck it in there and done it, right? Need a mastermind? You know, people just act dumb sometimes so they can get away with the most crazy stuff.
Not possible.
But we didn't have access to the garden until today.
That's right.
Then maybe Mondo brought it with him when he first came here. Akuma confiscated it? Shine on, crazy diamond. Whatever the reason, that's what stuck out to me in the tool shed. The pickaxe connected to Mondo. Well, what stuck out to me wasn't the pickaxe at all. Huh? Then what did?
Yo!
What I noticed was the lawnmower. I'm thinking maybe we can use it to call for help. What's wrong with this guy? How are you going to call for help with a lawnmower?
What the heck?
I don't know. Maybe I can use it to make crop circles or something. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to make crop circles.
Well?
I can use those to call for help. What the heck's happened to you? I'm with you, Hina. What were you going to say? That's the problem. I was struck from... My words were struck from my mind. I had nothing. It just... You know, when sometimes you see something so flabbergasted, you're like... What? Weren't like this in the beginning, you know?
You know?
Well, back then, my personality hadn't quite solidified yet. I didn't think it was possible, but I'm more disappointed in you now than I've ever been. Well, I think that's all the new information we have for now.
Yo!
So, now what do we do?
Hmm.
Well, starting today, you're all under my command. Before we proceed, I need to figure something out.
No way!
Jeez, how cocky could you be? You're gonna bust through the ceiling if your head gets any bigger. So, what is it you want to figure out? Kyoko's identity. Huh?
Well,
Kyoko's identity? But Kyoko is Kyoko, right? Yes, but who is she? The rest of us have a clear, definable reason for having been selected to attend Hope's Peak Academy. Hina's the ultimate swimming pro. Hiro's the ultimate clairvoyant. Even Makoto is the ultimate lucky student. More unlucky than lucky these days, but... Expecting a girl? What about Kyoko? Can anyone tell me what she is? Now that you mention it, she's never told us.
Hmm.
Well, Kyoko doesn't really like talking about herself anyway, right? Not a matter of what she likes or doesn't like, it's a matter of trust. Can you trust someone who's unwilling to reveal their true identity? Like Celeste? We need to avoid raising any more unnecessary suspicion. So Kyoko, it's time you told us. I can't. What? Why won't you tell us?
Wrong.
I didn't say I won't. I said I can't.
What the heck?
What do you mean?
So.
Because I don't remember. What? I have no memory of what I am. She's a replicon. Oops, wrong button. Why is this surprising? It isn't. Something's been off from her from day one. I know she's a stupid good detective and always knows everything. So if anything, that's going to be what she is, the ultimate detective, because Lord knows she's the one who finds everything. Knows how to just check out bodies, find all the clues, whatever. You have no memory? You mean... Is she the ultimate despair? Nah. Amnesia?
What?
Unless they have alternate personalities as a separate student, because they said 16th student. Although, I guess, if you think about it, that'd explain why they don't necessarily have... I don't know. Nah. If I thought you had a sense of humor, I'd say you were joking. But if this is a joke, I'm not laughing.
This is.
Yes, I Jack is the student. Yeah, they didn't. Otherwise, it'd be 17 students. You can't be serious right now, can you? I knew you wouldn't believe me. That's why I didn't say anything.
However.
But it doesn't matter. Either way, the truth will make itself clear before we're done.
What?
So you have no intention of telling us? Then I can no longer stand by and do nothing.
Hey.
What are you going to do? Torture me? Nothing so barbaric as that.
It's all clear now.
I'll simply limit your options. I can't allow you to engage in any further suspicious activity.
What?
Limit my options?
Just give up.
Give me the key to your room. Oh, this is all a ploy because Byoka's got the hots for her. He wants to be able to go in and have some silent time with her. But if she gives you her room key, you can't go sleep in her room. She'll be breaking a school regulation. If she doesn't want that, she'll talk. It's easy. All she has to do is tell us about herself. Just hold on. A threat like that?
That's fine.
Fine. I understand. Good. You're finally in the mood for conversation. Or isn't there overpowered genocide, Jack? Ooh, that's true. Without saying a word, Kyoko walked right up to Byakuya and gave him a great big kiss. Mwah. Held out her room key to him.
It can't be.
You damn fool. Why do you refuse to talk?
Because.
Whether I want to or not, I can't. All I can do is keep telling you that.
So.
Maybe she really did lose her memory. If you really think about it, it doesn't sound totally impossible. This is the worst school ever, where only the worst stuff happens, right? Nisha would fit right in.
However.
Kirigiri. It said her last name. Kirigiri. Kirigiri. The worst school where only the worst things happen? Do you really mean that? Huh?
Hey.
Can you really be sure that the life here has been filled with only the worst things? What do you mean? Perhaps I said too much. Google then turned her back on us and without a word began to walk away.
Come on.
Where do you think you're going?
Goodbye.
Don't worry, I'm not going to do anything to harm any of you. Those were her last words as she left. Kyoko's last words. The dining hall was silent. The only sound was the door opening and closing as Kyoko left the room.
What the heck?
She knows everything and we know nothing. I know, right? What the heck? What's her deal?
But.
I think you went too far taking her room key like that. Oh, it's nighttime already, too. For her, that wasn't far enough. Excuse me. Maybe she gets off on the attention. Can't believe her enjoying getting yelled at.
Stop talking.
You're getting noisy again, Toko.
Come on.
Sorry, I can still hear you. The sound of you breathing, your heart beating, it grates on me.
Hey.
Are you telling her to die? I mean, I know how you feel, but what's Kyoko going to do now? Plus, the situation, just like before. It's no different from when everyone started accusing Sakura. And I'm no different either. I still can't stop anyone.
What?
I'm holding the knife now, I bet. What the hell? Why are you yelling all of a sudden?
Because, I mean,
Look. Just Welcome was standing there. Oh, like.
What?
It's you! How long have you been standing there? I'm very, very
Now I'm
angry!
angry.
Angry at what? At the thief! Yes, that's right. I'm very sad to have to tell you there's a thief in your midst.
Huh?
What?
Hey,
My precious! They stole it. Your precious?
your teacher had such faith in you. And this is how you repay me? With betrayal?
Reality is filled with so much hardship, isn't it? No wonder people run away into their fantasies. Everybody's been pretty much I don't know. But what the heck is your precious? Shut up! I hope all of you get stuck in a hiring freeze and die penniless on the street.
What the heck?
Probably. I can only think of Kyoko being smart enough to be able to find something and or take it without being noticed. And he's gone. What the heck was all that about?
so,
Is there something about his precious getting stolen? Does anyone have any idea what that might mean? Likely to have something to do with Kyoko. Huh? Who else other than her would be willing and able to steal something from Monokuma? Did Kyoko really steal something from Monokuma? The knife? The same knife on that photo. Maybe should you distract Monokuma? She did something at that point. Did Kyoko really steal something from Monokuma? And if that's true, what was it? And why would she do that?
This is a school announcement. It is now
The
10
body has been discovered.
As such,
It's
it is
Monokuma's
open
body.
The doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Uh-oh. We need to get out of here.
You know?
We could talk about this more tomorrow and about Kyoko. However, after what just happened with Monokuma and Kyoko, I feel like there's something in the air. I suggest you take extra precautions tonight. Stay in your rooms. Don't go wandering around.
well,
I think we need you to tell us that.
Goodbye.
Well then, let's disperse. I'll see you all tomorrow. Kyoko's going to knock on our door. Oop, time to poof. Following his lead, each of us went back to our rooms. Knock, knock, knock. Oh, that's right. That's right. I need to put away the knife that I got from Toko. So, are we going to be stabbing the Monokuma headmaster person dealy thing? I think the safest place for it will be in my desk drawer. But anyway, is Kyoko really going to be okay? Can't get into her room. What's she going to do? It's 2 on the wallet. I think we should prop a chair up against the door just in case. Isn't something I can do? Isn't something I can... Hello? To open my eyes, I realized I'd fallen asleep without realizing. But more important, did I hear the doorbell? Sure, along with the toolkit, that survival knife. Should probably just leave it where it's... No! You're answering the door in the middle of the night. Makoto, you take a weapon with you. Extra precautions, right? Kyoko?
Hey,
I'll be waiting for you in the dressing room. See you there. Oh, hey, wait, Kyoko! Not acknowledging me, Kyoko disappeared into the depths of the darkened hallway. I know we're not supposed to go out during nighttime, but I just can't just not go. I don't sleep in my room? Share that bed? Oh boy.
hey,
Sorry for asking you to meet with me so late. It's okay, I'm used to it.
correct.
Indeed. Stranger Gropa. Hello, Guitar. How are you doing this fine day?
So then,
Well then, let me get straight to the point. It's something you can't talk about in front of the surveillance cameras, right? Does that mean... Does this have something to do with whatever it is you stole from Monokuma? Monokuma told us earlier that someone had stolen something from him. Was it you?
indeed.
That's right. So I was right. But what did you steal?
So,
I stole this. A key? Looking at it, I could tell it wasn't just any key. Shaped like Monokuma is probably the only key of its kind on Earth. Where did you get this?
so,
From the headmaster's room. What? You snuck into the headmaster's room? But wasn't it locked?
however,
The lock was broken. Huh?
correct.
It was Sakura. She did it for us. She did?
Indeed.
Remember what she said in her note? I'm not going to just lie down and die. I will fight you. So Sakura broke into the headmaster's room for us?
That's right.
That's right. So that we could uncover whatever secrets might lay hidden within. She did that for us. She violated the school regulations to help us. She'd already decided to die, so her last act was to defy the rules of this place.
Indeed.
Shame she didn't break open every door, but oh well. I noticed the room was open after the class trial was over yesterday. What if I just strolled into the room? Monokuma would have noticed right away, which is why I used you as a decoy. So he asked me to meet you at the data center in order to...
Correct.
Correct. I wanted you to draw Monokuma's attention. I took that opportunity to sneak into the headmaster's room, and as a result, I found this key. Wow. Then, what you told me about yesterday, did that come from the headmaster's room too?
Mukuro Ikusaba. The
We have
16th
learned that
student
Sakura is
lying
awesome.
hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair.
And Kyoko's a badass.
Watch out for her.
Did you find out about this Mukuro Ikusaba while you were in there?
Indeed.
I did find a file in the headmaster's room that talked about her, yes. I don't know all the details yet, but Mastermind cannot control Monokuma. Can't look at the cameras at the same time. Well, he's got to make sure that he's able to see Monokuma. So he might be able to control the cameras, but it's more that he's looking at that specific one as he's controlling. So it's either that he can see through the Monokuma bear's eyes, or that he has to be able to see where it is. Which would make sense, because you never... I don't think we've seen Monokuma in this room. Because this room doesn't have a camera, right? I don't think we've seen him pop up in here. He pops up when we leave this room, out inside the hallway where there are cameras. One thing I do know is that Mukuro Ikusabi is dangerous. Dangerous?
In other words,
She may very well be the mastermind. Mastermind? But did an alter ego say that the headmaster is probably the mastermind?
wrong.
No, the headmaster isn't the mastermind. I'm sure of that. What? I don't have proof yet, but I have no doubt I'm right. Make such a strong statement without proof. It's not like Kyoko at all. But if it isn't the headmaster, does that mean Mukuro Ikusabi really could be the mastermind?
Anyway,
This key is the one big opportunity we've been waiting to get our hands on. Now that we've grasped it, we can't let it go, can we? Sure, but I mean, what's this key even unlock?
so
I don't know yet, which is why I need you to draw Monokuma's attention again while I go and find out. Wait, so you're planning on sneaking back in again? You can't, that's way too dangerous. I kill you for wasabi. Wasabi delicious, make mouth go. We draw his attention, but we don't actually know there's just one mastermind, right? And there's more than one person watching us.
Is that right?
But they didn't catch on last night, right? Maybe we just got lucky?
Hey,
Or maybe the mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. Ah, jeez, look at you giving stuff away before they talk to us. Huh? Like I said, we didn't get caught last night. But as you said, maybe it was pure luck. Which is why we're going to run the experiment one more time. And if we're successful again, then what may have just been a lucky guess will be proven true. Should have spoiled something was going to be sent to us. Same with the Mondo's pickaxe. They said that too. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Wasn't anything too crazy. Not like you gave away the ending, or have you? Makoto is the mastermind, dum dum dum. As Kyoko talked, she was calm and collected as ever. I couldn't help but just stand there and listen.
hey,
And it's only showing me the times that I'm Makoto. Mentioned it once, you dismissed it as a joke. Dum baby. I actually don't even remember anymore. My memory's rather short for things. If it's true that the mastermind can't watch us and control Monokuma at the same time, then there would have to be a period of time where the mastermind is vulnerable. What we need to do is find out for sure if that's actually true and if we can exploit it. Maybe, but no matter what the reward, the risk is just too high. Think what might happen if we fail.
why is that?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't remember it. I don't even remember much of like the past day. I'm terrible that way. I don't think you need to worry all that much. After all, with minimal restrictions, you are free to explore Hope's Peak Academy at your discretion. A few weeks ago, yeah, no, I definitely don't know. No restrictions have been placed on our efforts to solve the mystery. Am I wrong? Even when I took the key, I didn't break any rules as far as I can tell. If the mastermind decides to do something, all the rules in the world won't matter. He could just kill us all without a second thought.
I see.
I see, in that case, even if the plan fails, we'll still be able to prove or disprove that hypothesis. What?
Correct.
In a moment of crisis, will the mastermind break their own rules or adhere to them, no matter what?
In other words,
we gain something whether we succeed or not. Now there's no reason not to do it, right? But
if you spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward.
so we know the danger, but if that risk means solving the mystery, we have no choice.
Hey,
Am I wrong? At that moment, I finally realized I had never seen the slightest hint of fear or despair in Kyoko's eyes. Wise words indeed. Her gaze was firmly fixed on the mystery ahead, the enemy standing before us, and with that in view, she just smiled. I can't change how I feel, and wouldn't if I could. And Kyoko took something from her coat pocket and held it out to me. Huh? What's this?
it's true.
Consider it a symbol of my determination. Don't open it yet. Only open it if something ever happens to me. If something happens?
However,
I'm not planning on dying, but there's always a chance of it, and a death without meaning is unappealing.
hey,
Please, I want you to hold on to it for me. I know Death Flakes is like there's gonna have to be a reason. It's gonna be a fake death though. She's going to fake her own death. It's gonna be great. Everybody will buy it and then she'll just sneak away. Fine. I'll hold on to it just because you asked me to. She has amnesia. How she knows the story of her gloves? It's selective amnesia. Hina's the last waifu standing. It's going to be, maybe. I'm going to give it back at some point. You can be sure of that.
Indeed.
Yes, of course.
Hey,
Oh, and one more thing. I can't tell anyone else about what I've discovered. Sure, because then there's a chance the mastermind might find out, right?
indeed.
Well, there's that too. If the gloves have nothing to do with her talent. I think she just has scarred hands. Huh? You mean there's something else?
Well,
It's nothing. Forget I said anything. I just can't forget that
so
easily.
then,
Okay then, shall we begin?
Makoto.
I'm counting on you, Makoto. Just have to get Monokuma's attention, right? Well, I'll give it my best shot.
Goodbye.
Going on ahead, the rest is up to you. Your curt goodbye was no different from any other time. Like every other time, she moved at a brisk pace as she left. What wasn't like every other time was the sudden knot I felt in my stomach as I watched her walk away. Oof. No, everything's going to be fine, I know it. Because it's Kyoko. Talking to myself helped shake off some of my anxiety. And then, I got to work. Nobody said anything about talent. Da, 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 da. Okay, well, let's do this. Welcome to Death Flakes Theme Park. Hey, Monokuma, you can see me, right? Get out here. I've got a bone to pick with you. Then a few moments later.
Monokuma appears!
Well, this is a surprise. You being the one to call me out.
Hey!
Hey, by the way. Huh?
Most suspicious.
What were you and Kyoko up to? Going to the bathhouse? Just the two of you? In the middle of the night? Definitely a hot and steamy moment, wouldn't you say? So warm and wet. So wet and warm. I bet you guys... Removed? Oh, wait. I got something for this. Removed to conform with local and international censorship laws. The Great Wonka distracts himself with you? Yes. All over her, didn't you? Not going to talk, huh? Sure. I get it. Well, whatever. Unlike you, I have absolutely no interest in late night bath scenes. Because I like to maintain a healthy life of observation far away from X-rated exploits. Something you're working on. I'm getting there. Trying. She stayed in her jacket though. Oh, so is that why there's no surveillance cameras in the bathhouse?
Wow.
Bullseye! Or is it maybe because the lens gets all fogged up and you can't see anything anyway? Sounds like that's the bullseye to me.
You need something?
Anyway, you went to all that trouble to get me out here. Now what do y'all want? Just talking and talking. This is great. He's doing the talking, not me. Oh, well, it's just something I wanted to confirm with you.
Say what?
Whether I'm a mademoiselle or a dude fella.
Actually,
But in the Bear Kingdom, there is no male or female. There is, but whatever. Actually, there is. Yeah, okay, there.
what?
Seriously?
My
Then
entire
what?
existence!
What am I?
This is kind of depressing.
That's enough. I'll get stuck if I think about it too much. What did you really want to ask me? Oh, well, you told us earlier that your precious had been stolen. What's this precious of yours? The X is getting bigger, larger.
What are you thinking?
Listen, I'm sure this is a silly question, no way it's possible and all, but that's seriously what you dragged me out here to ask me? You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be 100 megaton freaking kidding me. You're not going to ask something useful like how to get the best honey or Urson breeding tips? This is just crazy. All you pubescent teen boys as nutty as you?
What the heck?
That is so annoying. Fine, I tell you. It was a key at... It was a key at... That's it. What was that second thing? It's a blank, stupid. A secret. Fill it in yourself. Aspman's not really good at figuring things out. Yeah, almost like they're a student. Making me trudge all the way out here for that. I'd like to see what's going on in that brain of yours. Oh, excuse me. And the next time you summon me for something so stupid, I'll open up your skull and find out. Dropping more than a few swear words, Monokuma stormed off. Whew. Hope I kept him distracted long enough. All I can do is wait and hope Kyoko makes it out okay. Oh, she'll be fine. It's Kyoko after all. What, are you playing the masterminds this stupid, probably blonde high schooler that can't think clearly? It's Leon. Leon was clearly it was a fake to death from they're firing like little softballs at him. It wasn't actually hard baseballs. So this way now he's taken his shift as the mastermind. And that's why he's so stupid. It's a furry, yes. I'm sure she's fine, right? I went back to my room and laid down, doing my best to settle my nerves and get back to sleep. Confirmed.
Theater, brought to you by Spike Toonsoft Company Limited.
Oh, hello. Okay, so there's Sakura with 2 weapons running across the field. Next Dynasty Warriors confirmed. Danganronpa Warriors. The CG amazing. Imagine after you fight that giant Monokuma. Look at that X. Sakura's Revenge, the game the world's been waiting for. Unfortunately, development has been cancelled. Of course, if enough people buy Danganronpa, who knows? So buy copies for you and all your friends. Oh, Speak Academy. This super stylish, super fashionable game was cancelled during development. Spike Chunsoft. But I'll start back up again if Danganronpa sells well.
Then you guys have to recommend it to your friends too.
Oh!
Good morning, everyone! It is now 7 a.m. and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine!
Adam Monokuma laughed at that. Let's see which. Maybe that's that one. Yes. There we go. Well done.
Get ready to greet another beautiful day!
My body feels so heavy this morning. Must be because I was up so late last night. Anyway, I need to get to the dining hall. It's time for freedom fries. Time to go eat the breakfast nums. Everybody's here. You're 1 minute late, Makoto. How do you explain this? Sorry, I'm not feeling so great today. Gotta max out that healing. You really think a tired excuse like that is gonna work? Are you allowed to talk again? I don't recall giving you permission. I just thought, I mean, since the day had passed, it had maybe reset. Sorry, please don't hate me. Whatever my punishment is, I'll accept it. Hang us a sign from my neck that says, bad girl. I'll clean your bathroom with my toothbrush. You stop making disgusting comments like that, and maybe I can forgive you. Thank you, I won't make any more disgusting comments, I promise. If I do, you can stuff my mouth full of trash. As long as it's you and no one else, I don't mind. It's no use, she's disgusting to the bone.
So,
Anyway, where's Kyoko? I haven't seen her this morning.
Could it be?
Nah, cool. This is worse than being late for lunch, for a date, for your wedding, for anything. Maybe she's mad about what happened yesterday. She's not going to show up anymore. I can't tell the others why Kyoko might not be here. Best thing to do right now is just keep quiet.
Very strange.
Whatever her reason, I'm curious to know what she is doing. I know she's not in her room, so...
You know?
Oh yeah, you still have her key, right?
What's this?
Oh, are you looking for Miss Kirigi? What do you want now?
Hey!
I'm right? You're wondering where Miss Kirigiri is now, right? Do you know where she is? Well, it's hard to say. You don't know either?
What?
Kyuko's missing so far. Because he doesn't know, that's why he's here, to try and prod us from information. Hey, don't you hate it when you ask someone what their favorite movie is? Have some indie bullcrap?
this is very suspicious.
Feel like I'm getting whiplash the way he changes subjects like that. Thank goodness, looks like Monokuma really didn't notice. I guess our plan went off just fine last night. Which could mean...
Hey,
if the Mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. She have been right about that?
Hey! Hey!
So, was I right? You're looking for Miss Kyukuri. Any idea where she might have gone? We have no idea.
What the heck?
Even if we did know, we wouldn't tell you.
What the heck?
You're serious. I see. Well, fine. Whatever. I don't even care anymore. Sayonara, suckers! As soon as he was gone, we all glanced around at each other. So, what was that just now? Does that mean Monokuma doesn't know where she is either? Fartsy film guy. But I like good stuff, not weird stuff. I like weird stuff if it's good. It has to be good. Well, at least passable. It would seem that way.
You know?
Where the heck has she gone? Don't you think we should all go look for her? And how would you suggest we approach that task? Even Monokuma can't seem to locate her.
Very suspicious.
Yeah, how could he not know where she is?
Yeah, totally.
So strange. Kyoko must have used that key to sneak in some unknown part of the school. But somewhere even Monokuma wouldn't notice? Where could it be? We spent the rest of breakfast talking about where Kyoko could have gone. Afterwards, we returned to our rooms. That sounds like free time music. Whew! Breakfast didn't help me feel any more upbeat, that's for sure. I feel like this is more than just me staying up late last night. Let's go to Hina! Whoa! Alright, Hina, where you at? Where you at, girl? Thank you, Cheese, for putting that info up again. She's in the Mastermind's room. She is the Mastermind. Dum, dum, dum. Aha! Nope. Nope. Everybody's in this floor. What the heck? We've got ourselves a clip. I like weird stuff if it's good. It has to be good. Well, weird stuff. I like weird stuff if it's good. It has to be good. I'm not wrong. New floor, new places to hang out. Where was she again? She's in the dojo. The perfect cut. Wait. Oh, there she is. Oh, I almost missed her.
Okay.
Even if it's hard, you have to endure.
Well.
I know she's in the dojo. Think of Sakura. That's a quote from the famous marathon runner Samuel Wanjiru. Every person's endurance has a limit.
Yeah.
I think we need a change of pace. I think change of pace.
You got it.
I can only think 50 laps in the pool. Oh, Hina. I changed my pace with Hina in the pool. Hina and I grew a little closer today. Would you like to give her a present? Why, yes. What would I like to give her? There's a flotation donut, kitten hair clip, G-Sick water lover, astral boy toy. I do not have any flotation donuts. I have one last kitten hair clip. Let's see if I have any G-Sick. I do have 3 G-Sick, so let's give that. The throwaway watch, due to its poor quality, still enjoys massive popularity thanks to its low price. Oh, interesting that you'd love that. Why, I like you, Makoto. I mean, yes. You're so pleased, yes. This sucks. Huh? What happened to her? She seems way more depressed than usual. You know, what's wrong? 2 more? Well, I tried to convince myself I was imagining it, but I totally wasn't imagining it. Imagining what?
I'm sick of this.
I got fat. I figured. I'm so fat from every angle. I hate this, hate it. May as well just accept and embrace my new big fat fatty attitude. What if I just keep getting fatter and fatter and never stops?
I'm sick of this.
Get just disgustingly morbidly obese and that nobody wants to marry me. Makes me depressed and I get even fatter. Eventually I can't even stand up on my own. And then I die. Sad and alone, nobody notices. I finally lose weight when my body starts to rot. I think maybe you're worrying a little too much. Never maxed out? Ooh, well then I guess we will see. Besides, as far as I can tell, you look exactly the same.
What the heck?
You're just saying that. I'm a total chub monster. I'm a perfect circle. Well, seriously, I'm not just saying that. Then I'm still hot? Well, I mean, yeah? Really? Then I might still make it out alive? Yeah, I'm sure you'll make it out alive. Thank God. Seriously, thank God.
Okay.
I can't relax now. I'm making an official statement as of right now. Aoya Shahina is on a diet. A diet?
You got it.
Just you watch. I'm going to get so thin I'll scare the crap out of you. But well, don't overdo it, okay?
Okay.
Try and stop me. I've made up my mind and my willpower is rock hard. Just like you, Makoto. Jeez. Now my resolve is even more rock hard.
You got it.
Before all that, time to get stuffed on donuts. Hina. Once before she was done talking, Hina took off like a bat out of hell. Not sure if dieting is really in Hina's skill set. Classic Hina. Oh, I just got skill or be skilled achievement. Oh, that's because I got more skill points. Okay. Yeah, okay. Hey, look at you go. Yeah, back to my room for a little bit. Then I'm like, I still got time before the next murder. Let's just go. I feel worse than I did this morning. My body feels like lead, and now I'm getting chills. This is bad. I think I might be getting sick. Makoto will be lying in his room sick. And lo and behold, everybody will die. Or while Makoto's in his room. He's in the laundry. Laundry! I got more of those G-Sick watches. I got lots of them ready to go. Person's ability is measured by the power they display at the point where pressure is applied.
Yeah.
That's a quote from the famous baseball player Kenji Kojima.
Yeah,
Or
totally.
Jojima. I think what he means is that you only really see how strong a person is when they're under pressure. Wonder how strong I can really be. Sure, let's spend some time.
You got it.
Let's go to the pool. Swim time.
But
Don't stare, okay? I don't actually have a swimsuit, just to oh, this one. Yeah.
huh?
Let's start with Hina, who seemed kind of embarrassed. Then I grew a little closer. Oop. Give her more G-Sick. Going to have washes going all the way up her arm. Ultra stoked. Hey, Makoto, can I talk to you for a sec? What's up? I wanted to ask you something. Sure, what is it?
Well,
Oh, I mean,
so,
can you just come to my room when you get a chance? Right here is like, huh?
Okay.
See you later, but not stand me up. Oh boy, without bothering to wait for a response, Hina ran off. What's going on with her inviting me to her room like this? She's acting really strange. Well, I don't have much choice, do I? I headed to Hina's room like she asked. Oh my gosh, look at all this exercise equipment.
Sorry.
XCOM! Which one? 1 or 2? Sorry for making you have to come here. Well, I don't mind, but what's going on? 2? I've never really played 2. I just wanted to ask you something. Will you promise to give me a real answer? Sure.
Well,
What do you think about me? Huh? I mean, me, as a woman. What do I think? What I'm trying to say is, do I have, womanly charms? Wow. Wow. Well, I mean... Wait, where's all this coming from? People have always told me how I'm not ladylike. And I mean, I can't really disagree. All I'm good at is sports, exercise, physical stuff. I think maybe that's just because I've never actually been in love. She likes me? I don't know. Since I've never fallen in love, how can I say I'm a woman? That's why, I want you to be my boyfriend. Oh. Oh, dang. No, I mean, not like my real boyfriend, just like a practice run. Oh. Oh. Friend zoned. Practice run?
because, I mean,
Not a woman because I've never been in love. I can't fall in love because I'm not a woman. It's like a vicious cycle, you know? Yeah, thank you, Bait. I've never had a boyfriend before, so I need to practice. It's like a vicious cycle, you know?
okay.
My strategy is I'll do a practice run to draw out my feminine side. Back to XCOM. Can't handle this crap. That way I'll be in the perfect position to fall in love. So I'm asking you, begging you to help me practice and pretend to be my boyfriend. But I mean, seriously?
But,
You're the only one I can ask, Makoto. I mean, how many other guy friends do I have?
please.
I've been hands and knees here. I won't even take that. It won't even take that long. Yeah, seems really serious about this. Fine, I guess I can help for a little while. Zero doesn't count. You mean it? Alright. So, what am I supposed to do? Oh, good question. Well, whatever, let's just get started. Whatever.
Okay.
Here we go. Oh, darling, you're home. Are you ready for dinner? Or should I get a bath going? Oh my god. Just lie on the bed and say nothing. Wait, Hina, that's more like a stereotypical 1950s married couple than anything. Oh? Different approach then? Oh well.
That's
You
terrible.
lied to me. You said you left your wife. That's even worse. Really?
No way.
I mean, I can't even get a practice run right? What was that, the fatal blow? Seriously, what am I supposed to do? Just become that one crazy lady who gives up on love? Well, hold on a sec. Let's dial it back. First of all, do you really need to go through all this practice stuff?
Because, I mean,
I told you I'm not ladylike. You got Miss Ahina. Well, she's very, well, try holding her hands, Makoto. Hold her hands. That's a nice, easy step to start with. Even if that's true, I'd say that's just part of your charm.
Huh?
No? You push it and get all nervous. That's totally not you, right? Personally, I think you're fine just the way you are, because, I mean, that's who you are.
Huh?
Makoto, falling in love is supposed to be fun, right? If you stress out about it, where's the fun in that? Kiss her? That's going too far. She might get scared off and be like, what? Wait to go to Hajime Nada? Even bigger dick than Makoto? Oh boy. Not that I know anything about love either, so maybe that doesn't mean anything. No, it does. If it's you saying it, it does mean something. Maybe you're right. I shouldn't push it. I should just be me.
You got it.
I just have to wait until I meet the right person. Like Jason Statham. You have very specific taste. I think you'll be waiting a while on that one. Anyway, thanks, Makoto. You definitely helped lift that weight off my chest. On top of that, I kind of had fun practicing with you. I might ask you to help me again someday. No, I think that's enough practice for me.
Yeah.
Really? Then, if it wasn't practice, huh? Kidding. I'm just jerking you around. Joke, huh? Well, joke or not, I definitely feel like I've gotten a lot closer to Hina. After going through all this with her, I think I understand her a lot better. I think we finally become friends in the truest sense of the word. So what's your type, huh? What kind of girls are you into? Huh? Don't worry about it. Aw, come on, don't get embarrassed. What's up? She wants to know. Oh, there's my achievement saying I got the Mystic Donut. Skill ambidexterousness. Your keyboard died. No! He and I got more fired up about love than I expected, and then I went back to my room. I'm getting the chills. Makoto's been poisoned. Oh no, your keyboard died? Oof. Trigger. You know, I'm proud that you've called me, that you're calling me a friend. You know what? Just for you. Just for you. There you go. Because, you know, watching you play horror games has been fun. Although then you went and played Apex after, so I don't know anymore. And then Teamfight Tactics. Big oof, man. Big oof. I know! I was sad. I was trying to do some more redeem screens, and then I was getting those errors in the store because now suddenly there's this big cooldown. Bait was beating me to them. All good. I feel kind of dizzy. Can't help it. I need sleep. Nighttime wasn't for a while, but I felt like my body had reached its limit. As I dropped onto my bed, I felt like I was falling into a bottomless pit. Mako. Oh no! Unconscious before my head hit the pillow. Hold on, pooped yourself. I can't wait till I get some kind of scary game. We'll see if I can get scared. Good times. Well, that's not quite true. I didn't pass out completely. It was more like my consciousness went dim. I weaved back and forth between sleep and wakefulness. Oh, I hate that kind. When you're like having a fevered sleep and you continually kind of wake up, but you don't. Oh, no, I did not feel. No, I did not. Ding dong. A keyboard has been found. Murdered. Which is all to say. Oof, look at those cold sweats. I was restless. At some point I found myself wandering through a strange dream. Within the dream, a voice echoed across the walls of my mind. Rip keyboards.
I understand.
Is it all coming back to him? That voice. It's so familiar. Ah, it's me.
Understand.
It's me.
I understand. I should understand everything.
The ultimate mastermind.
My goal isn't to get out of here. It's to stay here.
Huh? What am I trying to say?
Hope. This is all for hope. And that's why I have to stay. I have to stay here.
Oh, man.
My dream just now. What? So strange. Huh?
Oh, hello. How'd they get into my room? Wait, what? How'd she get it? Did not lock again? Yeah, that's true. He's bad for that, right?
Kyoko? What did you say?
Every day is peaceful. Every day is joyful. Happy days from the time you wake up to the time you go to sleep. Wishing only for those unchanging, unending happy days, days of boredom repeating forever and ever. No abnormalities as far as the eye can see. Life without the tiniest speck of abnormality.
If the world were like that, I'd consider that pretty damn abnormal.
If it's the exact same thing every day, holy crap, you get so bored. Is she the ultimate despair? No! It's a new student. She's my waifu. You can't. Leave her alone.
Morning, everyone.
Leave her alone.
It is now 7 a.m. and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine. Get ready to greet another beautiful day.
Took longer than usual for me to open my eyes. Without a deep sigh to bring myself up the rest of the way. The chills, the aches, the unfathomable lethargy, they had all disappeared in the night. All that was left was me, drenched in sweat. It wasn't just because of whatever bug I'd caught either, it was also the dream I'd had. The hell was that? And was it even really a dream? I was desperate to recall it. I scrambled to grab onto fragments of the dream and reel them up from the depths of my memory. That's right, I remember last night. And now with a fever, I couldn't quite get to sleep. Hina, there was no chest for that. You can't hide a chest like that. I heard a voice. I didn't really understand. Then all of a sudden, I was awake. She practiced killed me. There was a strange person standing next to my bed, wearing a mask. And they were holding a knife. I want to say I fought them off, but I don't actually remember. I felt like my mind had been detached from my body, burning up with fever. Somewhere far away, watching my body move on its own, and because of that, I don't remember what really happened. Was it Trigger? They had a mask, so it could have very well been. But still, I feel like I resisted them desperately, feverishly. After that, things go black again. The next thing I remember... Trigger wears no mask. That is his face. A beak has protruded from it. Oof. Kyoko was there. But what would she say? I've been doing in my room. But you see, what happens is, when he wants to go out in public, he has to shave all that bone down back to a face, and then he puts the mask over top because obviously there's going to be no flesh covering it, so it looked gruesome. So then he has a real mask over top of that as he goes out about his daily life. Unfortunately, his body protrudes from the beak. The beak just, by the time he gets back home from his job or whatever it out is, it rips through the mask at his back as he sobs. Why won't you ever stay away? Or it'd be more like, why won't you ever stay away? And yeah. How do you know these things? The beak, you are a son of a beak. No, was it really a dream? How can I possibly find out either way? Is there any way to confirm if that really was a dream or not? Oh, if I look for the knife, that's how. It was routine every morning after I brushed my beak. Huh? It's empty, there's nothing inside. Wait, nothing inside? That's strange, because it definitely wasn't before. Plus, I put the knife I got from Toko in here. Wait, that means... a knife they told me to keep safe? I knew it, I just had a feeling it wasn't a dream after all. But if that's true, this all makes even less sense. Why would someone have wanted to attack me? What was that behind the mask? Why was Kyoko... What the hell's going on? I don't think I'm going to figure out on my own. I should head to the dining hall. I could talk to everyone else about it. Wait, was the toolkit there? Was that gone too? Dang it. Zaytron, hello. Let's leave that area. We're gonna run. Then we're gonna go crazy. No! Somebody, I feel I've gone insane. No! And then we go back into the dining hall. How are you doing, Zaytron?
Hey, Makoto.
Yep, that's Makoto. Sure, the sky's blue. Hey, Hina. Hello? Really had me worried, you know? What happened to you last night? Worried?
I mean...
Yeah, right after nighttime hit, we all went to get you. We were hammering away at your doorbell, but you never answered. Thought maybe you'd been, you know. I mean, not that actually happened. I mean, nobody here would want to, you know. Tell you, what were you doing? I didn't feel good, so I went right to bed. I had no idea you guys even showed up. Why did you come get me? Did something happen? Well, lots of stuff, actually. I'm not sure I can really explain.
Okay.
Meet up with everyone else, and they can all tell you about it. So was everyone waiting somewhere else or something?
That's right.
Yeah, we all stayed up the whole night. Whole night? Lost rock, paper, scissors, so I had to come get breakfast for everyone.
Okay.
So you got here just in time. Come on, help me carry it. Grr. Practice worry. Everyone's in the gym. Hurry up, meet you there. The gym? The entire night? Were they all working out? Wait, gym. There we go. There he is.
Huh?
This
Oh,
is
hey,
worse
Makoto.
than being late for your wedding. Birth of your son and your own funeral all at once.
What?
She's disrupting now like it's no big deal. You made us stay up all night while you slept like a baby in your bed. Like Hina said, everyone was there, besides Kyoko. And then I noticed it formed a circle around something. As I saw what that something was, what the? Before I could catch myself, I cried out. Oh, dang! Spread in front of them were the remains of Monokuma. Oh, geez, that bear's huge! It never really showed very well in comparison to them how big it was.
are you doing?
What does it look like? We're dismantling it to see what makes it tick.
Dismantling? But I mean, that's Monokuma you're messing with, right?
Yeah, that's right.
She's not even phased.
Well then, relax, there's no danger. Say that, but what is this? What are you guys doing? Why, hello, Real Honey Bear. How's it going? How are you enjoying ESO so far? How far did you get? Logged up before I had a chance to check back again. Okuma's been found? I don't know. Okay. What the what? It's so big! So big! Looks like it's been professionally disassembled. How's that possible? Tearing apart something like that isn't dangerous? Things are good. Not on super long today, too much to do. I'm sorry. Wait. I think it is this one.
I'm sorry. The cheese you have dialed cannot be contacted. Please hang up and try your call again.
Seriously, what are you thinking? How can you say tearing apart something like that isn't dangerous? It isn't. What do you want us to say?
Hey, come on.
Well, I guess I'll handle this. I'll explain what's going on, Makoto, because that's how much I like you. Voice was fantastic. I love the voice changes I can do with this thing. Amazing. Love them. Such good stuff. Okay, I found this little fella lying around. Then we tore it apart. That doesn't explain anything. Ugh.
What?
Just before we went to bed last night, I came to the gym to try and talk to Monokuma. I wanted to see if he had any new information about Kyoko's disappearance. I found him here, just like normal. However, when I found him, he was no more than a regular toy. He didn't react, didn't say a word. You're saying he wasn't moving at all? I waited there until nighttime officially began. But still, Monokuma laid there motionless. I gathered everyone up as quickly as possible so they could take a look. Even then, he still didn't make a move. So I immediately initiated this disassembly process. It was Master's stroke of genius. A chance to find out what made Monokuma tick. One thing we discovered is that he's quite a sophisticated machine. It's leagues beyond any normal remote control toy. Who has enough free time to invest in something like that anyway? But besides that, what I'm wondering is, why did he stop moving all of a sudden? I thought maybe he had malfunctioned, but we didn't find any cause as we were taking him apart. So if he didn't break down...
So in other words...
Then maybe something happened to his puppeteer, the mastermind. Something unexpected. I can't imagine any other possibility. Something unexpected? They were probably so scared of Master, they ran away into terror.
Could it be?
Or maybe they got sick or something? But Monokuma made his announcement this morning, right? Who was that if not the mastermind? Oh, I'm sure that's a recording. It's set to a timer and plays as necessary. The same every day. It makes sense. That's true. This is the exact same thing every day, right? Hey, guys, I don't think now's a good time for light conversation.
You know?
I just found something. What is it? It's...
Huh?
It's what? A bomb. There's one installed in every Monokuma robot, I'm sure. Bomb? That's super bad. You need to get rid of it. Roger that. It appears the bomb has a motion sensor. Any sudden movements, it's sure to go off. Have to bail? Really early or late? Yeah, it'd be pretty, I guess, early for you. You have yourself a wonderful evening, Trigger. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. You have yourself a good morning. I'll catch you later. Better blast your way out. That's a good point. Throw it up to one of those metal plates. Motion sensor for serious? Oh, I'm starting to get all shaky.
Just a second.
Hey, Get it together. You're a man, aren't you? I'm fine. I'm totally fine. You're so not fine. You're all Oh, I probably should have mentioned the motion sensor's off right now. Jeez, don't scare me like that. God, you're like the world's most spineless worm of the century.
Don't be mean.
Hey, come on! The century's just getting started. Don't call the race already. Whatever. Just hurry up and put the bomb down. Hanging on to it's not gonna do anyone any good. Oh, yeah. Good call.
Well?
Okay, it's down. Everything's all good. Hiro put the bomb down, but that wasn't my main concern at that point. My eyes were glued to Monokuma's remains. He just stopped moving all of a sudden. Was it really because something had happened to the mastermind that they weren't expecting? But what could that have been? When I thought about it. What if that was the mastermind in our room? Couldn't help but think back to the night before. Being attacked by that masked figure.
Just a second.
Hey, Makoto? Huh?
Hey.
Don't us. Did you hear a thing we just said? Huh? So that's no. What are you, some kind of brain-dead farm animal? Sorry. You were saying, since we're done dismantling Monokuma, what should we do now? And we've decided to continue our offensive assault.
It's all clear.
To try and cover the mastermind's true identity, we're going to break into the headmaster's room. Alter Chief. Uh-oh. Alter Chief has been loaded. Now activating auto mode. Uh-oh. This isn't good. Can we kill the mastermind? Well, who knows? To try and uncover the mastermind's true identity, we're going to break into the headmaster's room. Really?
Naturally.
No, nobody killed you, Cheese. No. Since the mastermind appears to have stopped all activity, now's our chance, wouldn't you agree? But if the mastermind comes back while we're in there...
What?
You're scared, you're welcome to stay here by yourself. Or go live in the chicken coop with all the other chickens. You could be chicken number 6.
Such ignorance.
This is a battle. A fight to the death between us and the mastermind. We don't have time to deliberate.
But
I don't think he's really dead. Can't be. No! Yeah, I mean, I don't want to have to kill each other or anyone else, but we have a chance now.
Come on.
So, what are you going to do? Are you going to run away, or are you going to fight? You're right. I'll go with you.
It's all clear now.
Okay then, we're going to break into the headmaster's room. Everything comes down to this moment. Anything could happen, so prepare yourselves. Hello, I'm Makoto's inner voice. I'm reminding Makoto right now that the lock is already broken on the headmaster's room. So, you know, there's nothing to worry about. I'll follow you anywhere, Master. To all the ends of the earth. Sakura, if you can hear me, lend me your strength.
How about that?
I can do this. I'm a man, and I can do this. I've got the will of the entire universe on my side. They don't mean that headmaster's room, they mean data center. Oh? We each found determination in our own ways, and when we were ready, we left the gym. Our target was the headmaster's room on the 4th floor of the school. As much information as normal cheese does. Man, everybody's just standing here. I want to see what they say. Naturally, Master's the one to show such bravery. Just make sure you don't get in his way.
okay.
Sakura's going to be watching over us. So we're definitely going to find something to help us bring this to an end. We've finally reached the climax. Let's hurry up and finish it before the mastermind catches us all.
Let's go.
This is where we expose every last detail of the mastermind. Is everyone ready? And yet I'm the one to open the door. Rattle, rattle. It's locked, as expected. Kyoko said the mastermind's room, the lock was smashed. And that's how she got in, to get the key. So, what are you going to do?
What?
Is it obvious? We're going to tear this door off its hinges. Wait, but the rules say... You've seen that the mastermind isn't watching us. Those don't matter anymore.
But...
Like Moko said, if the mastermind did show up while we were in there...
So, in other words...
Which means Kyoko was able to get in there because she had the key already? Huh. Then we'll just have to finish our business before that can happen.
Hey.
Oh, okay, sure, but...
What?
We've come this far. We can't back down now. We agree this is what we have to do, so we have to do it. It's so beautiful.
I mean...
We're serious?
What the heck?
We don't have any choice. We're desperate. Let's do it. Let's rip this door down. Only
Actually-
Sakura's here. Okay, but how are we going to do that? This thing looks pretty sturdy. We'll need something sturdy of our own. Oh, what about that one thing? The pickaxe? The thing in the tool shed.
Oh, so then...
Yeah, the pickaxe.
I see.
Interesting. That could very well be exactly what we need. Now then, Toko, what time is it? Well, when we left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock. It's probably 9 on the dot
It's
now.
all clear now.
Okay, go get the pickaxe and be back here by 9:01. That's straight up unreasonable. By myself?
Naturally.
Surely you like to have your me time once in a while, right? Well, it's me and you time, Master, then yeah.
What?
You know how much time it took you to say that? 10 seconds. Take too long and I'll erase your existence from my consciousness. Unacceptable! With that, Toko ran off loud as a herd of rabid elephants.
Hey.
For serious though, are we just going to knock this door down? No problem solved by running away. Find your stones and be a man. He's right. You can't move forward by always avoiding danger.
If you spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward.
We know the danger. If that risk means solving the mystery, we have no choice. Am I wrong? Even if it's dangerous, we have to overcome the challenges in front of us. Maybe, but I'm still super stressed. I'm so tense I can hardly talk. I'm all flabbergast. Oh, I'm totally big. Flap stuff. Flap sauce? Bait? She's calling you. Alright, so Genocide Jill is Bait's spirit animal. Or anime animal. I don't know. Gross! Where'd that come from? Wait, Genocide Jill? Where'd you come from?
You called for me and so I appeared.
Hello, hello. It's the wondrous, murderous fiend here to greet you with a razor-sharp smile. Quick and random Genocide Jack transformation, it's true.
Come on.
Which means there's a body. What about the pickaxe? Where is it? I'm supposed to pick an axe? No, you seeping imbecile, the pickaxe. The seeping imbecile? Master, you wound me with your executive level barbs. Push fire, here comes the bloody nose. Seriously, oh, did you really forget the pickaxe?
Give it a rest.
Omega-3 fatty acid, that's what you need. Great for the old memory factory. But I think we already established that their memory doesn't carry over when they switch.
Not possible.
This is a level of uselessness I find difficult to tolerate.
Yes.
Ah, the light bulb just went on.
I see.
That's why I went to the garden, right? I was supposed to get the pickaxe. Alright, we've solved one mystery. That means there's just one more mystery left. One more mystery? Yep.
Have you reached
I just need to figure out the identity of Object X.
So,
Now what are you talking about? Did you already forget what we were talking about? You're like missing out on life.
you've gotta be
I'm missing out on life? In fact, I found one in the garden. What did you find? Or pus. Did you hear me? I said corpse. Corpse.
Yep.
That's right. I found a corpse in the garden. Found a corpse in the garden? Well then, before we enter the headmaster's room, it appears we have something else to look into.
Come on.
We're going to the garden. Okay. She means a copse. Cusp. As soon as we entered the garden, I saw it. I didn't want to, but... That's not how they were dressed, though. When they were over my bed. I saw someone lying on the ground with a mask covering their face. Who's dead? Yes, exactly. And there was a knife buried in their stomach up to the hilt. Oh, what the? Are they really dead? For sure, but who is it? Danganronpa. Is cheese you want to kill someone? Just to make things clear. Last night I was attacked by someone wearing a mask. Whoever that was now there. And you didn't say anything before they found the body, Makoto, you dumb guy. I don't know why, but now they're lying dead in front of me. I told you there's a corpse hanging out here.
No way.
Are they really dead? Is this really a dead body?
What?
You need to begin looking around right away. However, be ever so careful. There's no telling what you might find. Let's check out the body first. We need to find out who this actually is. I mean, look at those boots. But there's no way to tell with that mask covering their face like that. And the white coat. They're wearing... And the white coat they're wearing makes it impossible to tell anything about the body itself. The victim is a total mystery. One thing I do know. Celeste? It looks kind of like those boots, yeah. It's that whoever this is, they attacked me last night in my room. But why? But Celeste got smushed by a fire truck. How they wind up dead in here? The heart isn't beating, they're not breathing, all signs of life have come to a complete stop. Thanks to the knife that's been driven into their stomach, their clothes are stained a bright red. It appears the bleeding has stopped, but the blood that's there is still wet. Be careful you don't touch and get some on you. How can you be so calm at a time like this? Who is it? Their face and body are all hidden, so I don't have a clue. I'm pretty sure it's a girl at least. Huh? How can you tell? Well, I think I see the outline of her chest. And just the general shape of the body? Yeah, the more I look at it, the more I'm sure it's a girl. Really? And it could be... Okay then! Yes! Let's just tear the mask clean off!
Come on.
Wait, don't... By the time he called, I was already too late. Toko's ass shot out toward the mask. In the next instant... a blinding light and a deafening roar. The body blew up. It blew up, 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 it blew up. It was a trap. My vision started to darken. I prepared to pass out. But then...
Come on.
Hurry up, put out the fire. My consciousness attempted to float away. A voice reached up and pulled it back down to work. I pressed something into my hands. It was a bucket of water. Dump the water on it. Okay. The upper half of the body was on fire. I took aim and tossed the water as hard as I could. Sploosh. So Jack has crazy endurance. Yeah, that bomb's like right there. Thankfully, that was enough to put out the fire. It died down, leaving behind only the unpleasant smell of burning. I guess that took care of it. What the hell, man? It exploded?
What did you say?
I had a bad feeling about that body, but I never imagined it would explode. Now the body.
What?
Burnt to a crisp. That's beyond well done, man. Look, compared to a steak, I'll never be able to eat steak again. But now that the body's charred, I really have no idea. How are we going to find out who it was? Who isn't here right now? Huh?
What?
Because there who's not here, that will quickly narrow down who it must be. Only one person missing. It's Kyoko. Kyoko? But that's brown hair. And that dead body. It's Kyoko? No, that can't be right. Calm down, I didn't say it was Kyoko. But I mean, who else? There is one other person.
In other words,
The mastermind. What? The mastermind? Come on, there's no way the mastermind got charbroiled? Get serious. I agree. Normally the idea wouldn't be worth considering, but I have reason to believe it may be true. Mastermind being dead would explain that other matter, wouldn't it? Monokuma can hardly move around if its master is dead, right? But that corpse is a girl, right? It doesn't make any sense. I mean, remember what Alter Ego said? So, that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. Seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in this school right now.
What the heck?
He said the mastermind is some middle-aged dude, right? Which the corpse obviously isn't. And could that mean the mastermind isn't the headmaster? Is it the teenage girl Kyoko told me about? The ultimate despair? Huh? Muriko Kusabi, the 16th student at Hope's Peak.
what?
God, you're middle-aged. Yeah, I know guitar. I'm getting, yeah. When you think about it, you're like, oh, well then. I'm just an old fuddy-duddy here on Twitch. With my old man gaming. What are you talking about? The other day, Kyoko confided in me. She said there was a 16th student here in the school.
What?
Think you better tell us everything you know. New mystery time for a game. Who died? Well, all Kyoko told me was...
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
Sound like Kyoko thinks Mukuro Kusaba is the mastermind. No, the headmaster isn't the mastermind, I'm sure of that. What? I don't have proof yet, but I have no doubt I'm right.
I see.
There's another student here and it's a female? That would match the body's characteristics.
So,
That phrase, the ultimate despair, sounds super mastermindy, doesn't it?
Could it be?
Okay, so the mastermind is this girl Mukuro? She's a student here, and she's the ultimate despair? But if she's been hiding here in the school like some teenage Bigfoot... The ultimate waffle? Waffle? How'd she wind up burnt to a crisp?
What the heck?
None of this makes any sense. To just suddenly show up and then die? I think we'd better take a closer look at the body. There may be some clues to help us figure out exactly who it is. Hey, wait.
What?
Are we figuring out something you don't... Toko?
What?
Yeah, she got totally blown up, huh? Forget about her. I'm sure the explosion vaporized her. Oh, she survived. She survived. Huh? What just happened, Master?
Stop talking.
You declared for the whole world to hear that you would never again inhale a single molecule of oxygen. Oh, that I don't mind breathing in the carbon dioxide you exhale. That's enough for me to live.
What the heck?
This is the strangest back and forth I've ever seen. I agree. I saw something out of the corner of my eye just for a second. Of course, isn't it? Oh, I guess so. Guess which is this, the dead body or not? The dead body. I hate this, I hate it. I'm not going to look at it. I don't want to faint again. Yeah, we don't want that either. So I think it's best that you don't look, if you don't look. Everyone is dying. Why is this happening? Even the explosion was done perfectly, though. I gotta hand it to whoever did it. Is it wrong to admire that kind of skill? Right now I have to focus on the body. Yeah. I'd like to also emphasize how fine she is. She was right there pulling off the mask that exploded. Take a close look at the body one more time.
So,
Watch yourself, Makoto. She may be dead, but she's still a girl. But don't worry, I don't plan on touching the body all that much. Not Kyoko, after all. Power of God and anime. Yeah. Good old anime. Wait, what's this? And why is it still perfectly fine? Something next to the body. It's a key? Is that what Kyoko took from Monokuma? Did you steal this? A key? Looking at it, I could tell it wasn't just any key. It was shaped like a Monokuma. It's probably the only kind of its on its blah, blah, blah. That's right. The key she stole was shaped like Monokuma. This isn't anything like that. It's for the data center. And this key is...
What?
What is it? Did you find something? Yeah, this was on the ground near the body. I've never seen this key before. What could it possibly go to? So even you don't know then? Makoto, I want to give you a very important task. Huh?
I see.
That key might give you access to certain areas we thought were locked. You mean
So in other
the
words,
biolab, the data center, the headmaster's room, and the dorm rooms on the second floor? It's in your hands. Am I errand boy now? I wasn't done! I wasn't done. Time to go hunting for the locked room. Find out who killed my input user error. Biolab was definitely locked before. Okay, let's give it a shot. To insert the key I found in the garden into the keyhole. The key isn't even close to fitting, which means the key doesn't go to this room. It's not raw power. Hey, Roji, how ya been? It's been a hot minute since we've last chatted. Tell me what's new in life. Yes, I checked the biolab, thank you. Data center. Because I really think that's what it is. I think it's the data center. Right, data lab. It looks like a USB key kind of thing. The door to the data center was definitely locked before. Okay, let's give it a shot. When I went to insert the key I'd found in the garden into the keyhole. Nice. Bought a house. But I can't got a crane license. Hot damn, sir. Well played. Well played. What kind of house? Bungalow. Multi-story house. Trailer. Then this is the key to the data center. I'd managed to unlock the data center. Two-story house. Beautiful, beautiful. Tattoo on her hand. Yeah, it was all circular and stuff. That's all that running around paid off. I have to go tell everyone else. I immediately... What? Why wouldn't you go inside first? I would have went in and taken a look. So you're back. How'd it go? About 7 hours before I decided to tear the walls out of her room. Nice. What kind of walls was it? Was it just like regular dry walls? Did you have shiplap? I guess when was the house made would be a good question for that. Because we recently did some renos and tore down their a ceiling, put up drywall everywhere. Some good times. Plaster and lap. Oh, good times. At least it's not shiplap. I hate shiplap so much. So much. The data center down on the 4th floor. Then we can get into the data center now?
I see.
Interesting. But why did the notices have that key on them? I suppose we'll just have to go to the data center and find out. Yeah, I think you're right. Kyoko hide her tats with the gloves? You never know. What does brown hair? Unless she's wearing a wig the entire time. Here we are. Looks like the door's still unlocked. Hey, so when you open that door, there's not going to be another huge kaboom like before, right? You're asking that question now? Don't worry, we have Makoto. What?
In other words,
it's in your hands. Again? Means I trust you. That's an absolute lie. I'm just being used. All right, reached out, put my hand on the door. Closed my eyes and tried to clear my mind. With a silent prayer, I slowly opened the door. There's another body! Nothing happened. After making sure I was still alive, I slowly opened my eyes. Oh man. Aha! So this... No word, the room was strange. The queen has already touched that doorknob. I mean, all the rooms up till now were strange, but this room had a special kind of strangeness. It wasn't surface fear like the rest of the school. Here, the fear was lurking beneath the surface. The room was filled with that kind of dread.
What?
Hey, that's... Hero extended a trembling hand and pointed. Look at all those monitors on the wall. Look what they're showing. Each monitor displayed a different section of the school. The dorms, the classrooms, every part of the school was covered. This is...
What?
Is the direct feed from every single surveillance camera. All the cameras in the school feed back into this room, and they're displayed here on these monitors.
So that's it.
The sole purpose of this room is to watch us. To watch us? And this room is...
It's all clear now.
The Mastermind's private room, without a doubt. The Mastermind's room? Guess that makes sense. So the Mastermind was here, watching us. Then I think this settles it. Huh? The body in the garden? If they had the key to this room, it could only mean one thing. That was the body of Makuru Ikusaba. And she was the Mastermind. And the Mastermind is dead? Like, really, really dead? It would seem so. For serious? It's too bad they had to go and die before Master could kill them himself. Mastermind is dead? No! Jeez, no! Could that really be true? Does that mean it's all over? Because, I mean, that body. Whatever happened, they obviously didn't die a natural death. Well, who was it that... But if the Mastermind really is dead, that means we can finally get out of this hellhole.
How about that?
Gotta hurry up and find the exit. Come on.
That's enough.
No, we have to check this area thoroughly first. Oh, what about the exit? If the Mastermind truly is dead, then we can leave whenever we decide to. But right now, we need to find out why the Mastermind set up this life or death game in the first place. I'm bothered by the fact that the Mastermind was obviously murdered. Murdered? So you think so too, huh?
Naturally.
The state of the corpse makes it plain as day. There's absolutely no doubt. The Mastermind was murdered. But why is it gotta be that way? I mean, who could have done it?
Such ignorance.
That's exactly what I said. We need to investigate the purpose and identity of the Mastermind.
I'm telling you.
Kyoko saved your life. It could be either that or I killed them somehow in my feverish struggles and she took the body for me. How do you understand, you useless insect? You're banned from talking to Master ever again. Mastermind's purpose and why they were killed. This room may very well hold the answers to those questions. After all, the Mastermind must have spent who knows how much time here. Okay, then let us begin our search. It's time to uncover the identity of the Mastermind. Now, what I find interesting is there's a camera in the room, too. No matter... I find that very odd. Or trial, I guess. I don't know. A ridiculous number of monitors here. Why is this one of the Earth? Mastermind's been using them all to spy on us. As long as I have this... Huh? Look at my master go. It's like a feast for the eyes. How much is a monthly membership? Oh dear. Oh dear. This door's kind of creepy. It's got a picture of Monokuma on it. Could be inside. Rattle, rattle. No lock. Door's locked, huh? We have to use the key that opened this room. give it a try just in case. Nope, no good. Won't even fit in the keyhole. No.
Yeah.
Well, don't worry about it. Everything's fine. The mastermind's dead, right? So nothing's going to happen to us. I guess you're right. Can't stop thinking about that door with Monokuma's picture on it. But worrying about it isn't going to do me any good. That's right, the mastermind's gone, so there's nothing to be afraid of anymore. Sure. There's a bunch of computers all lined up. They look like high-performance PCs, nothing like the ancient laptop Alter Ego was installed on. They're all on, but they seem to be locked. One girl looked a little too excited and she looked at me. Yeah, Toko's special. She's special. That's all we can say. So what? We can't do anything? Just use your fighting spirit to force your way in. What century are you from? Mastermind must have been using these to monitor the network and Alter Ego. You may well be right about that, but there's no point in thinking about it now. Right. Or depends as on this happens. Yes. There's been a couple points. She's gone very excited about him. But they show up on this one. Huh? They look next to that TV. That a TV antenna?
How about that?
It is just like the one my grandma uses. It's totally one of those high-def antennas. Wait, so if we hook up that antenna, we can watch TV? Huh? Did someone say TV?
You know?
Well, Saturday morning, Hina's here. Are you talking about me?
Okay.
Anyway, if we can watch TV, let's do it. Come on.
You know?
Watch TV. 4 times to get to the room. That's being generous. You're all starved for info from the outside world, huh? All right, let me work my magic. You'll be quantum leaping your way to TV land before you know it. I mean, I get the reference, but what's he talking about?
You know?
Huh? Oh. What's wrong? Good news for all of you. Saturday morning kitties out there, I think I got the TV working. Really? All we gotta do is switch it on.
What?
Then do it. Freaking idiot mastermind. All you guys need to cut free from your regrets of the outside world.
What the heck?
I was sitting here watching TV the whole time. They really thought they could get away with it?
Huh?
As for that other surveillance camera? Huh? This is feed coming from a surveillance camera monitoring this room, isn't it?
What the heck?
That's weird.
Come on.
Hey, what are you doing?
Huh?
That's really weird. You're weird. Weird in every way possible, and not just weird, super weird. But this TV isn't hooked up to anything but the antenna. In public television, not this, anything but this. How's it showing the camera feed?
Well...
Did you try changing the channel? Oh, good idea. Let's give that a try. You went through each channel one by one. On every channel, it was just us. The live feed of us standing there in the data center.
What the heck?
Uh-oh. Is it broken or something?
Could it be?
No, there must be some kind of trick to it. Some weird setup. A trick? What kind of trick?
Actually,
I'm not sure, but... Oh boy. Huh?
what?
Been a while, you friggin' bastards! Monokuma! You're supposed to be dead! Oh boy. Me dead? Don't be freaking stupid!
What?
Hey, you're acting kind of strange. Something seems different.
Of course.
I'm different. Evolution is perfectly natural. After all, I've been hibernating for 2 years already. Not even, it's been like a half a day at most. How are you alive again? Oh yeah, that's it. The look on your faces right now is sublime. That's what I wanted to see the moment you went from hope to despair. I was wondering about that. Don't tell me you pretended to be dead all for this moment. Why would a bear pretend to be dead? You're the ones who should pretend to be dead when you see a bear. I mean, that's totally laughable. It makes me laugh. I'm going to laugh right now.
Well now.
And that's that. Gogo got killed and she's the body? Could be now. Because if he's alive, that means she got caught. Well, it's almost time to cut off your past. So full of hope and begin to despair at the future ahead of you. I want you to all have way more fun in this killing game. Can't be serious, we have to keep going? No, we were supposed to get out of here. Get out of here? Are you still obsessed with getting out of here?
Unbelievable.
How do you not get it? There is no getting out of here. And besides,
Yep.
this life isn't all that bad, you know? I mean, there's stuff you won't like about life, no matter where you are. Excuse me. Who died? There was no body announcement. So either he's going to give us something now, or they weren't really dead, and they were playing dead. Or it wasn't really a body. Are you serious? This place is the worst? If it's the worst, does that mean you're in despair?
Well now.
Ooh, I'm pooped from all that laughing. I guess I'll just get to the point now. There's better fitting glasses. But then, I don't know. The point?
Hey,
You guys really struck gold when you found that TV. Yes, indeed, that TV is an essential part of your school life here.
What?
I knew it was hiding a secret of some kind.
The heck?
I connected the antenna, so why is it just showing us the surveillance feed? Look how attentive they are now. Well then, I want to let you in on a blood-gushing secret and tell you about it. That TV is absolutely, without a doubt, displaying the signal coming in on the antenna. Huh? But what does that mean? This display of the signal was just us standing here. Oh, you're so stupid. Don't you get it? Fine, I'll just tell you.
Thrills, chills,
This killing game is being broadcast live to the entire world. It's the most popular thing on TV. What?
Extreme!
This killing game is being broadcast live to the entire world. It's the most popular thing on TV. Yeah, take that, cheese. But as you recall, I stated in the beginning there, the reason why there was so many surveillance cameras, I assumed, was because it was being televised and people were watching it. I just didn't realize it was the entire world. It had to be more than just surveillance. It doesn't matter how many times he says it, I don't know what it's supposed to mean. I mean, even if I understood the words, I'm not sure I'd understand the deeper meaning. The entire world is every channel. What? Broadcast live to the entire world? What kind of bad joke is this?
But that's...
It can't be. Have they taken over the airwaves somehow?
Oh no!
The camera feed is being broadcast? No way, that's impossible. That kind of overconfidence is a major weakness in your crisis management system, you know that? All you need is one weird trick that I found, and hijacking the airwaves is easy mode. Are you being serious right now?
Of course.
I heard it kind of creaking, but the sound was coming from my own mind. Like a boat tossing in the ocean, my mind had begun to creak and groan.
Hey,
Everything has a meaning, you know? All those hints I gave you, all those tantalizing tidbits about the school's mysteries? Even me luring you here right now. Why would I do any of that without a reason? It's all for my captive audience, to show them true despair like they'd never seen it before. I became the director of a despair-based production. This is the ultimate reality show, the best in despair entertainment.
What are you saying?
You're lying. If this was on TV, the police and everyone else would be going crazy. Yeah, there's no way they wouldn't have tried to come and rescue us.
actually...
What if they already did? Remember those machine gun sounds they were talking about? Huh?
Yes, indeed.
But then again, it's not really any of their business, right? Yep. Sure, some people might yell at their TV to try and warn you, but who would actually come here to help? Don't you think that's possible? I don't really know personally though, so whatever.
This can't be.
To take control of all communications like that, you'd need an astronomical amount of resources. Yep. So, how could things have come this far? Well, that's a secret. There's something you all need to do first, remember? What?
Of course.
Yeah, duh. There's a little business of.
A body has been discovered. After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
Huh? Class trial, do you mean?
It's the Monokuma file.
New investigation music, ooh. I'll leave the next Monokuma file right here. Everyone give it all you've got, okay?
Heart-pounding excitement.
Okay, things are going to get pretty crazy. From here on out, we're in for a heck of a ride.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
Then he was gone. Reality was incomprehensible, the truth hopelessly out of reach. All we were left with was despair. Called Box 16? No. He stood there for I don't know how long, frozen in place. Couldn't think. It took everything I had just to keep myself standing upright. I don't understand any of this. What's despair, entertainment, and... yes, 16. How is he still alive?
I'm sick of this.
I thought that finally we could get out of here. And plus, what does he need to say about a class trial?
Stop talking.
That part's obvious. The class trial is the class trial. What it means is that at this point we have to figure out who the culprit is. Figure out who killed Kyoko. What?
What the heck?
What are you talking about? I thought Murako Ikusaba was the one who died. The victim was female, right? Kyoko certainly fulfills that condition. I mean, it would make sense why her hands were always covered if there was cover up the tattoos on them. If Monokuma is still alive and active, that means that the mastermind, Okuru Ikusaba, isn't dead. So naturally, that body can't belong to her, so it must be Kyoko. There's no other possibility. The body is Kyoko's? Who has been murdered? No, it's not possible because I don't know anything about her yet. I don't even know who she really is. Have it end like this. I don't believe it. The bull's despair. Shame in getting your team killed by noobs. It's the best when stunties kill you, right? What she did to the body. Oh, if she had a bomb inserted in her? That's interesting. But her body would have been exploded. That's the thing. The body should be way more exploded than that. I don't think we got that letter. Herp de derp de derp. Refuse to believe it. Whether you believe it or not doesn't matter. The truth is the truth. If you refuse to believe, it's your responsibility to uncover the truth for yourself. Myself? Anyway, we better begin. But if we're going to have a class trial, that means the killer...
That's right.
Correct, it must be someone participating in our school life. Wait, so you're saying one of us killed Kyoko? Well, that's not precisely what I'm saying, no.
Huh?
Oh, but you just said...
Stop talking.
I don't have time to explain now. There's a veritable mountain of issues I need to confirm. When I begin my search, if you value your lives, you'll put everything you have into this. That's how this game works, after all. Investigate. Ooh, that music. Better start by checking out the Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds. These were at least several days old. Even the Monokuma file doesn't tell us who the victim actually was. I don't know that about that being Kyoko then. They're back on the feed. But why? He says there's no other possibility. No, there are numerous other possibilities. Exactly. Unidentified body. Could it really be Kyoko? Or favorite child's old boy? No choice. I have to investigate. I have to uncover the truth for myself, no matter what. Find out what happened, or we're all dead. We go back to the scene of the crime. Back to the garden. Okay, time to get started. I need to check anywhere that may be important from one end to the other. Just need to do what I always do. These look like fragments of something. They're all burnt, so I can't really be sure, but I feel like we've seen something like it before. But where? The Monokuma bomb. Wait, was it there? Double check that later. Boy, thank you for saying there, like I'd know exactly what it is. Check the body more thoroughly, and I'll find out for sure if it's Kyoko or not. Well, we've got some torn clothes here. I know, Makoto's turned into Kyoko now. I know exactly what. But I'm not telling anyone. The lower half of the body didn't get wet at all. After the body blew up, the top half got set on fire, so I dumped a bucket of water on it. Which explains why the bottom half isn't wet. There's nothing strange about that, right? That would set a time of death after 7:30. Because the sprinklers go on at 7:30. The white jacket the victim was wearing got totally burnt up. There's only one little piece left. The upper half of the body got set on fire in the explosion, so it's totally blackened. Also, the top half of the body is wet. Because it got set on fire and I threw water on it. Because I only threw water on the part that was on fire, the top half. The bottom half is still dry. In other words, there's nothing strange about the top half being wet. There isn't, right? Huh? There's something weird about the body's fingernails. Oh, these are fake nails. They're really long. Which wouldn't fit inside gloves, right? So it can't be Kyoko. Seem like they'd get in the way of normal activity. Fake nails. Also something on the back of her right hand. This a tattoo? It got burned, so I can't make out the whole thing. What? It's a picture of a dog or something. I've never seen anything like it before. I'd give you a bucket of whatever. It's true. What if it wasn't a bucket of water? Tattoo on the right hand has been added to the truth board. He just said, here, throw this on the fire. It could have been something dry. Although there's water underneath her, so. I just want to quickly check this Monokuma file, see if there's a time on here that says. Nope, okay. Now this is the knife that was in my room though. The knife lying on the ground. Is this? It must be the knife that was stuck in the body before it exploded. Force of the explosion must have thrown it over here. The Monokuma file said the knife went all the way through the body, from front to back. I mean, this knife is what caused the fatal injury? The way this knife looks really familiar. Wait, is this? The one that's in my room. That's it! The knife that person was holding. It's getting really weird. There are just too many strange coincidences. Whoever the person in the mask was that attacked me last night, they were holding that knife. And that same knife was used to stab that same masked attacker we found here. So maybe this masked person got stabbed because when they attacked, I was in a kind of trance. Maybe I reacted by grabbing the knife. Maybe then I if this really is Kyoko, it would have been Kyoko's the one that attacked me. But why the mask? I just don't know. I don't remember anything clearly from that night. No, it can't be. There's no way. Ready for the crime scene. Hello, plant. Grow a flower, huh? Is it true? Does it really eat paper, plastic, and people? Anyway, I don't think it's related to the case, so I think I'll just stay away. Oh. I know there's so many variables. 11 o'clock right now. Okay, and? Oh, well, I was just thinking about when we first found the body. When it was found, huh? To look back at what I did this morning to help me remember what it was. Welcome's announcement. Woke me up at 7 o'clock, as usual. Headed for the dining room pretty soon. Once I got there, I met up with Hina. That was right around 7:30. I headed to the gym, where everyone else was waiting. Next, Toko went to get the pickaxe. That's when she found the body. What time was it then? Now then, Toko, what time is it? Well, when we left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock, so it's probably 9 on the dot now. That's right. Had to have been right around 9 o'clock. Ah, now that you mention, I think you're right. I think we could say for sure that the body was found at 9 a.m. Okay, my job's done. That's a pretty small job. Body was found, has been added to... Now, the real question is, was everybody actually in the gym the entire night? The time will go. I wanted to talk to you. What do you want to talk about?
So in other words,
I'd like to hear your alibi. Alibi?
in other words,
Correct. I'd love to hear where you were after nighttime began last night. Well, I was sick, so I was asleep all night. Why are you asking about that now? And what's nighttime got to do with it?
naturally.
Isn't it obvious the murder took place after nighttime? How can you know that for sure? Because just after nighttime began, I came to the garden. I was going around looking for everyone so I could tell them about Monokuma. Hiro's been spending most of his time in the garden the last few days, so I figured he'd be there. I can confirm that when I arrived last night, there was no body here.
In other words,
The murder could have only taken place at some point during nighttime, after I left the garden. However, Toko, Hiro, Hina, and I were in the gym together the entire night last night. What? Once I found Hiro in the garden, we immediately went to Toko and Hina's rooms to get them. At that point, we all went to the gym and began dismantling Monokuma. Fertilizer makes bombs. As a precaution, we made sure not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. In other words, all 4 of us have airtight alibis. Yeah, you can use certain... That's why, actually, if you're buying large amounts of just fertilizer and stuff and you're not a farmer, you can get put on a watch list and so on. I know, that's something to remember to get you. What a dick. The only ones who don't have alibis are me and Kyoko.
that's right.
And if the victim really is Kyoko, then I'm the only one without an alibi. Also, when we went to get Hina and Toko, we stopped by your room as well.
What?
But you never came to the door, so where precisely were you? To tell the truth, I was in my room. I was dead asleep. I had a fever, so... That's hardly an alibi. I know. So, what now? You seem to be at quite the disadvantage here. The only one without an alibi. That's really bad, isn't it? Yeah, they tried ringing the doorbell several times, but I was out cold from being sick? Excuse me. Some kind of memory fever dream. Oh, Mr. Friendly. Listen, Makoto, do you remember how the body looked, you know, before it blew up? I remember, right? Wearing some kind of mask and a big white coat. Also, there was a knife sticking out of the stomach and the area around it was stained with blood. Apparently, the wound had stopped bleeding, but the blood on the body was still wet. Okay, said not to touch it to avoid getting all bloody. But for how much blood there was on the body, I didn't see any on the ground around it.
Okay.
Wow, thanks. That was a big help. Now that you explained that, I totally remember how it looked. After talk about it like that helped me remember it a lot better too. So thank you too. Which means it was fresher. Like it didn't have time to seep to the ground, I think. I know we're getting to the chickens. I was being a dick, not getting you and blaming you. He's a dick all around, Roach. Let's just we'll leave it at that. He is a dick all around. Who does that body belong to? Whatever it is, I'm not gonna look. I don't want to faint anymore. Okay, was this tampered with? The panel that controls the sprinklers. They're set to turn on at 7:30 every morning. Kuma said the time positively couldn't be changed. Huh? Hold on. So the sprinklers turn on at 7:30 each morning, right? If the body was here before then, the sprinkler should have gotten it wet. Which would mean the murder must have taken place exactly after 7:30. Haha, success. Take that. What, dear Klingon of Star Trek? Yeah, in this game, all the blood, when it's fresh, looks pink. Unless it's very, very old blood, then they show it as red. Remember, there were some chickens in the chicken coop. A chicken is missing. Now 4 chickens. Why would one be missing? Well, 4.
Yo,
What's going on, Makoto? Oh, I'm glad you're here. Listen, do you remember how many chickens there were in here? Of course, there were precisely 5. Yeah, right? What's wrong? There's only 4 chickens here now. We're 1 short. That's weird. Yeah, there's some countries where you can't show blood and bones. That's why actually a lot of games, if you notice, will have an option to either turn blood on or off, or you can color the blood different. So it can be like Turok, you could change it green. And several games could do it green blood, purple blood, whatever. It's a way to get around the blood censorship in some countries so they can actually sell the game because it's a different color, so it's not really blood. Yeah, oh, that's true. If they start smacking that chicken around, then they all go crazy. It's weird. I wonder when it disappeared. Died just before nighttime last night, and there were definitely 5 chickens then. What are we going to do? Going from 5 to 4 is going to have an impact on the structure of the world.
conspiracy!
Like a jigsaw puzzle. Even a single piece disappears, the entire world will remain unfinished. That chicken shanked her. Yes. You should have known not to anger the chickens. You never attack chickens. I did my best to ignore Hero and focus on the problem at hand. Why did one of the chickens disappear? Could it be related to the case? I am intrigued to see how the chickens have anything to do with this. Be sure I take a look at the tool shed. It was dusty and disorganized. In other words, a pretty stereotypical tool shed. There's a tarp? Wait, was there a tarp in here before? No, there was not. There was not a tarp. The top is wet and covered with mud and grime. But the underside, totally clean and completely dry. The tarp is wet and dirty. Something about that bothers me. One thing in here that concerns me. Yeah, so in other words, nothing else. Cool. Why would it be dirty? I think I've checked everything I need to in this area. I'm not done yet. There are other areas I need to check. Specifically that fragment I found before. There's somewhere I need to go in order to confirm my suspicions. I still need to find out more about Kyoko. Sakura's really Kyoko if that's true. The lawnmower didn't do it. Bzzz, while there's the blaze just bringing it down on someone. I don't. Also, Kyoko attacked me last night? I found out more about her. Maybe I can answer that question. Was Never the kind of person to talk about herself all that much. If I can get into her room, I'll be able to find out more. With the key to her room,
It's all clear now.
I'll simply limit your options. I can't allow you to engage in any further suspicious activity. Limit my options.
Just
Give me the key to your room. Don't have a choice. I have to see if you'll let me borrow her room key. Vitalik, you almost missed the stream. Alright guys, thank you so much for hanging out for the stream today. Now that Vitalik's here, I can finally say goodbye to everyone. You have yourselves a wonderful night. And on Wednesday, we'll wrap up the trial. Although it is actually getting close to that time. How you doing, Vitalik? Hey, Byakuya? Sorry. If you do come up with an alibi, I'd be happy to hear it later at the class trial. Oh, no, it's not about that. You have the key to Kyoko's room, right? I was hoping I could borrow it. I'm afraid I can't take that risk. You're the prime suspect, after all.
What?
Of course, if I were to go with you, that would be a different story. Then, will you pretty please go with me? Sorry, I have my own agenda to take care of. Find me again later and we'll see. Depending on my mood, I may go with you. Or I may not. You got butter.
I'm so sorry, Vitalik. Please forgive me.
Okay then, in the meantime, I should look around somewhere else. Maybe I should check out that one area. Classic Byakuya. It's true. Son of a bitch. To the gym! That's the pool. Gym! Well, if you go to that one area, yeah, I know, Jesus. Thanks, Kyoko. She's really rubbed off on me. Jeez, Milko's slimy dice not all on the floor, but I figured it wouldn't be here.
You know?
I just found something. What is it? It's a bomb. That one's installed every Monokuma robot, I'm sure. Bomb! That bomb went missing. There's no doubt about that. The fragments I found in the garden. It was near the dead body has been updated in the truth boards. Everything I can think of. All that's left now is Kyoko's room. Back to the garden. The bomb is gone. That bum, that bum, that bum, 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 bum. So Vitalik, what have you been up to today? You can go. You think you can go soon, Bianca? Please, pretty please.
Let's go.
Want to check on Kyoko's room, right? Very well. Let's go. Ah, wait for me. Like I walked off without a second glance, and I hurried after him on our way to the dorms. No, that bomb is this cheddar creamy. Okay, let's go in. Can I look at? Ah, fine. I have to go ask him again. Well then, here we go. Let's slip the keyhole and then. And it's open! Thanks. Looks like it. Thank you. Eating cheese and watching Twitch. Ooh. Ooh, what kind of cheese? Oh, this is Kyoko's room. It is very sparse. Here's the bathroom. She might have certain articles hanging out to dry. I better not look inside. Something on the table. The heck is this? It's a woodblock decoration.
What?
That. What purpose does it serve? I think it's probably a key? Lockers at those really traditional public bathhouses use them for their lockers. I wouldn't know. I've never gone to a public bathhouse. It doesn't really surprise me. It's hard to picture Byakuya doing something like that.
It's certainly
But if it is a key, I think I might know what it unlocks. In the dojo. Really? What? Unless I'm mistaken. I'm pretty sure I saw something in that dojo that is my go-to. Ah! Called it. A brick of cheddar. I make grilled cheese with. Oh, now I'm kind of thinking of some grilled cheese. I only have marble cheese. Headed to the truth section. Wait, what? Oh. Yes, cool. It hasn't been slept in. Here's her bed. Nope. Alright, cool. The cheddar goblin? See, I grilled cheese, you need certain cheeses. Okay, Dojo's on the way upstairs. Wait, I can't. Fine. Do I have to ask him to leave?
What?
Come here, right? So what is it you're looking for? Nothing particular, I just thought we might find some clues here. Might help us understand.
Come on.
Can't be serious. That's why you made me take the time to search to me? Sorry. As if you plan to poke around them, you're doomed to, no matter how much time you take. So yeah, something more concrete, something to give us some sort of direction here. More concrete. Oh, I know. Earlier, Kyoko gave me something. Huh? What's this?
It's true.
Consider it a symbol of my determination. Don't open it yet. Only open it if something ever happens to me. Fried onion and the grilled cheese with bits of Canadian bacon. I could see that. I could see that. What's this YouTube video? Oh dear. Thumbnail there. Cheddar Goblin full commercial. I'll have to watch that later. That looks interesting. Found it! What's in the envelope? Kyoko gave it to me. She said if something ever happened, I should open it. Well, something has certainly happened, so open it. Okay. Horrifying. Okay. The envelope and looked inside. Inside was a single piece of paper. Under the sheets.
What?
That's all that was in there? Yeah, looks like it. Under the sheets. What could it be? Maybe something under her sheets? Something be hidden under the bed sheets? Part of me didn't expect to find it. As I lifted up the sheets. What's this? On another crumpled up piece of paper. Ah! Class number 78 student registry. Mukuro Ikusaba.
I see.
Appears to be Mukuro Saba's profile. Yeah, looks like it. Probably the other thing Kyoko stole when she snuck into the headmaster's room along with the key. God, you're so annoying! Fine, I'll tell you. It was a key and that's it! This must be the blank that Monokuma was talking about. Kyoko said a death without meaning was unappealing, and this is what she left behind. I don't have time for your sentimental indulgences. Hurry up and finish your search. It's enough bloop for the word profile. Ooh. Made an effort to pull myself together, then look down at the profile sheet. Sex? Failed. Oh. Mukuro Ikusaba. Sex? Female. The ultimate soldier. Oh. Although small for her age, she was a military specialist, trained in every weapon type imaginable. She showed an interest in the military from childhood and soon found herself completely absorbed in it. In elementary school, she won a survival game tournament and began writing for military magazines. Just before entering middle school, while she and her family were on vacation in Europe, she disappeared. The story of a young Japanese girl being kidnapped quickly took over Japanese media outlets. An intense international investigation turned up no information, and she was never found. However, she reappeared in Japan 3 years later alone and completely unannounced. She revealed that she had joined a mercenary group known as Fenrir for those 3 years. She insisted that she hadn't been kidnapped, that she had received battle training of her own volition. However, she never revealed why she decided to return home when she did. Kyoko really Kyoko? Is it really Mukuro? Is that who? Who knows? We need her ebook. Oh, it's Fenrir. Dog killing. Yes, the guitar loves the dog killing. The Ultimate Soldier, a mercenary group. This doesn't feel real. The world I grew up in, it's like a completely different dimension. Like one's non-fiction and the other is sci-fi. There's no way to even compare the two. That's how different this is. That was how I saw things as just an ordinary person. But then,
I see.
never imagined I would hear the name Fenrir in a place like this. Huh? You recognize it?
Naturally.
The Fenrir Mercenary Corps is a collection of battle-crazed warmongers. But he had a dog tattoo? Yeah. Savage Jester, why hello. It is I, Zivi. How are you doing? Welcome. What you been up to today, this week, month, year, your whole life? What have you done with it? I don't know. This is all part of a world totally removed from the one I live in. I have to say I'm intrigued. Every rumor I've heard says that Fenrir has already...
Found it!
Whoa! I feel like our hero is becoming a bit player, and a bit player is becoming our hero. It's you.
What?
What have you got in your pretty little hand there?
What?
Uh-oh! You found her profile. So what if we did?
Hey!
Don't freak out on me. I'm not going to hold it against you or anything. And in case you're wondering, I don't hold it against Kyoko either, even though she stole it and hid it. After all, there's no rule against stealing, is there? And who I can't forgive is Miss Ogami, who broke the rules and busted into the headmaster's room. Maybe I'll drag her corpse out here and slice it up and devour it. Bears are omnivores, you know.
What?
Are rule violations really so unforgivable? You're quite adamant about those regulations of yours. Of course I am. A proper school life is built on the dedication to organization and order. Which is why even I, as the school headmaster, have to follow the regulations myself. Oh, so you're saying you have to follow your own rules as well?
Of course!
Absolutely! I can't have you complaining about how unfair it all is now, can I? In fact, on the subject of fairness, would you like to know something interesting? Interesting? It's about the one writing all the rules. They're actually one of the participants in this killing game. I don't think I ever actually told you how many participants there actually were, did I? I was thinking I should probably clarify that.
Hey,
When you all first got together in the main hallway back when, there were 15 people there, right? I think that first meeting may have led to a little misunderstanding among you all. A misunderstanding, are you saying?
in other words...
That's right! There weren't actually 15 of you.
Yes, indeed!
The total number of students taking part in this killing game was actually 16. 16, then...
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
16th student, Mukuro Ikusaba. She's part of this school life. It's the one making all the regulations is...
Why?
Yeah, why's right. Did you say something? Oh, is mandatory the attendance on class trial? Why are you telling us this? Yeah, I know, that's weird. You keep saying that they have to come down, so... Oh, well, because... Like I told you, this killing game is desperately popular. You wouldn't believe the ratings. And since we've got so many viewers now, I wanted to make sure everyone was on the same page. Excuse me. I don't want to wake up to a hurricane of complaints and hate mail, you know?
Yes, indeed!
Makes sense?
Well now.
Okay, that's all you get for now. Oh, actually, I do have some revenge to get, so I have an extra bonus for you. Revenge? I want to get back at that sneaky Miss Kigiri, so I'm going to share a little secret with you. Seriously?
Hey,
You know how she wears those stupid gloves day in and day out all the time? Well, don't have to tell anyone I told you, but she wears them to cover a bunch of hideous scars that she doesn't want anyone to see. Bam. So that's not her then. What? Ooh, okay. Now that's all you get. Okuma's account has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook.
because the hand did not have any scars. It just had the tattoo. Where's those gloves to cover up a bunch of scars? Wait, so on the back of her hand, the tattoo. Wait, but no. Monokuma specifically said they were scars, right? And that's why Kyoko wears those gloves, to hide the scars. Which means those fake nails on the corpse. Are you thinking about Kyoko again?
What?
Forget about her. What matters right now is uncovering Monokuma's trap. So now we have to figure out who killed that person. Who died. I'm thinking Kyoko's the murderer. I don't know if she's the murderer. Those girls probably just used to make up to hide it. A murderer of who? Yeah, it's looking like that would be the 16th student that's dead there, based upon the tattoos, the lack of scars on the hand. The only female, and that hasn't been seen. But who killed her? Forget about her. What matters right now is uncovering Monokuma's trap. His trap?
Such ignorance.
God, must have really hated you to make you so dull. Don't you remember what Monokuma just told us? He said there were 16 students, right? Which means Makuro was a student here.
That's right.
Obviously, Monokuma was trying to tell us that Makuro is the one creating the rules to the game. So who's the mastermind? Well, that's just the thing. The mastermind still could be the headmaster. But why would he tell us that? And why now? He said he wanted to make things clear so there wouldn't be any complaints later. But the mere fact that he said that proves that Makuro is connected to this case. That's why Monokuma revealed the existence of a 16th student. He needs to make our investigation fair. Makuro is related to the case?
It's certainly
Perhaps she's the one who
possible.
killed Kyoko. What? Nani? That would explain why we would have to have a class trial, wouldn't it? If she's a student and she killed someone, that would make her part of the school killing game. Or wasabi? Mastermind is external. I don't know. She killed Kyoko? Anyone should be able to come to that conclusion, don't you think? In fact, that's exactly what I thought when the investigation first began.
What?
But based on what Monokuma just told us, I've changed my mind.
It's all clear.
Goro Wasabi isn't the culprit. Huh? Why should you say that? He thought Makuro the Ultimate Despair was the mastermind's true identity. But if that's true, Monokuma's behavior makes no sense. Why would the mastermind go out of their way to reveal themselves to us? That's a good point.
So, in other words,
Makuro giving us information that would raise questions about her would be bold, to say the least. It makes more sense then to assume that Makuro isn't the culprit. But that's the trap. They want us to suspect Makuro and come to the wrong conclusion. That's what makes sense to me. The way you say it definitely does seem possible. If that's really true, Makuro isn't the killer, then who is? Well then, I believe our work here is finished. Let's move on. I'm sure there are other places in need of investigation. Find out if that key and the dojo really are connected.
let's go.
Well, are you coming? To the dojo! Whoop. Hurry up and check the locker. That's what we're here for, after all. There are wooden lockers here. Use woodblock keys, just like those of the super traditional black. Yes, okay. That's what we got.
I see.
The investigation, excellent. Makuro, do you see the locker farthest to the right?
Very strange.
Oh, you've never seen. We went here a little bit earlier. When the place was first unlocked. That's the one that doesn't have a key in it at all at the moment. You understand what that means, right? I should probably use the key we found on that locker, right?
That's right.
Well, just try it. Okay. Took out the woodblock key and inserted it to the locker's metal lock, and click. The locker eagerly accepted the key, and it opened. And ta-da! It's Kyoko! There are arrows in here. It looks like 10 arrows in total. They look like they're made of titanium, which means they're quite strong despite how thin they are. Of course, without a bow, they're nothing but strong little sticks. Strong sticks. Jamming arrows has been added to the truth section. Oh, there's something else inside the locker. I wanted a ball of duct tape. I wonder what this was used for.
Oh, there's blood on it too. Well, they said it's like a metal pipe hit that person on the head. So that could be the thing. That means it must surely be related to the case. This duct tape is related to the case somehow, but how could it possibly be involved? I think that's all the locker has to offer for now. Something wrong?
Very strange.
Very odd, don't you think? The locker was hiding items that were clearly related to the case. But how did the key to the locker wind up in the victim's room?
Why?
Or perhaps... Rakuya? Forget it. Come on, we need to continue on to the next location. Huh? What next location?
What?
Still something we need to look into. Need to do more research on Fenrir. Fenrir? I mean the mercenary group that Makuro was a part of? What? How are we supposed to find out about that? Isn't it obvious? Where in this school would you go to do research on something? Research. We talk about the archive? That's right, the archive has all kinds of info that the general public doesn't have access to. We only have so much time before the trial begins. Let's hurry. Some cheese, don't touch that dial. Oh, the dial is being touched. It's being turned. It's being cranked to max. Run, cheese, run! I believe there was a file related to Fenrir somewhere over here. Arca seemed to know the archive like the back of his hand. It went straight to a shelf in the back. Ah, here we go. He quickly returned with the file in hand.
I see.
Take a look at this. I have no idea what it says. What language is this? How did you make it all the way to high school without learning a single word of French? I'm pretty sure most high schoolers can't speak French. Well, whatever. I'll read it for you, but I expect you to repay your debt 100 times over. 100 times? Isn't that kind of extreme? Fenrir is an elite fighting unit based out of the Middle East. Unlike military contractors, they are a fierce group of soldiers who engage in direct combat. Best the knife. They claim that a single member is equivalent to an entire company of regular soldiers. Just like Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok, their mere presence is enough to strike fear into an enemy. They have been involved in countless military battles and operations, most of which are highly classified. However, some time ago, they completely ceased all activity. At present, their continued existence cannot be confirmed. There are unconfirmed reports that the key members of the group were all neutralized. Rumors indicate they were killed to keep them from revealing the many state secrets they had acquired. Some, however, believe there was mounting internal tension within the group and they simply imploded. What is it? This all just sounds like some kind of alternative reality. Well, it isn't. This is our reality, the only reality. These people are part of our world. Kill the dogs or explode? Yeah, explosions. Their battlefields aren't much different from our lives here. Unpredictable, unimaginable world. That's what makes it all so exciting. Let's see here. So, did anything jump out at you? This may be your last opportunity to learn about Fenrir. Now that you mention it. Hello, Blitchy. How's it going? How you doing?
What have you been up to tonight?
Anything exciting? Or is there something about where the name Fenrir comes from, right? That's right. It said Fenrir is the Wolf of Ragnarok. Speaking of which, would you like to know something interesting related to that? To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body. Like the hand? What? They got a tattoo of Fenrir? Could that mean? It updated. I got home from work, did a little stuff on Final Fantasy 14, took a 15-minute map. Normal stuff. Very nice, very nice. I also did stuff in MMOs. Yes, I kind of went and I was playing the... Oh, it's the bing 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 bong.
You're back just in time for the trial to begin, Cheese.
Time is utterly silent.
We found
and
out
it
about Fenrir
constantly
and the
assaults
fact that
us
they have them, the
organisms,
dogs on the back of their
Earth.
hand.
Natural phenomena.
Elder Scrolls Online. Been playing way too much of that. Way too much. We're going to talk to everybody
It damages
beforehand,
us
though.
little by little until the end. You should really think about that. Anyway, it's time to begin the class trial. So, please meet up in the usual spot.
Oh no.
See you later.
So yeah, so that pretty much cements that she's the one who died. Then the time has come. All we can do now is try to uncover the truth during the class trial.
That's right.
It would seem that way. Let's go. The grilled cheese is blessed. Blurst grilled cheese. Whoa, no, I don't want to go in. Please don't make me. Hashtag blessed. Yes. Whoa, Byakuya and Makoto showed up together. Where the heck have you two been? You just disappeared without a word. We were investigating, of course. How could you not figure that out by this point? Makoto's ranked high enough for you guys to go off together, just the two of you? What? Are you jealous?
Hey.
Or are you making up some kind of creepy fantasy for yourself?
What?
Stop talking and brace yourselves. He'll be here any second. Any second. He can show up at any time. I imagined what was about to happen. I immediately tensed up and prepared myself. What? We stood there for 5 full minutes waiting for something weird to happen. All like... Then 5 minutes became 10.
Why?
What's going on here? Why hasn't Marokuma shown up yet?
Could it be?
Maybe he died again? What should we do? Should we keep waiting here or... Or what?
What?
Jesus. Did I scare you?
Come on.
I demand an explanation. Why did you waste my time and make me wait like that? What? I made you wait? You've got it all backwards. You're the ones making me wait. Huh?
In other words,
I'm waiting for everyone to arrive. We can't start till everyone's here now, can we? And this is where Kyoko shows up. What are you talking about? Everyone is here. We've all been waiting for you. Sorry, but you're wrong. But I've been waiting 10 minutes now, so it's okay if I punish the one making us all wait, right? We all agree it's a violation. I'll arrange a punishment right now. If it's me you're waiting for, I'm here. When we heard that voice, we all spun around to look.
Hey.
I'm here, and no rule's been broken. Kyoko! Kyoko, you're still alive? No, that's a ghost! Stop talking. If you want to fight, do it at the class trial. You need to save some of the fun for later, right?
What?
It's okay that there's no particular penalty for being late.
Is that right?
I made it here just fine. What school regulation did I violate? Am I wrong? You're so selfish, so spoiled. You're right, there's no penalty, officially. But I bet you'll be sorry later. No, I'll make sure you're sorry later. Anyway, hustle your butts onto the elevator. I'll be just one step ahead of you. She's alive! When Monokuma was gone, we all rushed up to Kyoko. Kyoko! So you really didn't die?
Indeed.
Of course I didn't die. Thank God, I'm so glad you're okay. Perhaps, but that's not necessarily a good thing for us. Because right now we've got to deal with a ghost. Smells like murder. I told you stop talking.
Let's go.
Come on, let's just go. Whatever we need to discuss, we can do it during the trial. Without ever looking directly at Kyoko, Byakuya stepped into the elevator. Master will wait for me. Good call. Who knows what might happen to us if we take too long. I'll be happy when this trial is all over. One after another, everyone piled into the elevator. But I couldn't help myself. I had to talk to Kyoko before the trial started.
Listen, before we get started, I have to ask you. Where have you been this whole time? You used that key of yours to go somewhere, didn't you? So,
Correct.
I went to investigate the second floor of the dorms. The second floor?
That's right.
There aren't any monitors or cameras there, so I was able to avoid Monokuma completely. Of course, I also missed his announcement because of that. I had no idea a body had been discovered. Then, when did you find out?
So...
Just now. I finished my search and came back down just in time to hear the class trial announcement. It took some time to go over the crime scene. I took some time to go over the crime scene first. I can't go to a trial completely uninformed, can I? So that's why you were late.
However...
Sorry, I kept you all waiting. But if you were on the second floor of the dorms, then that's what the key you found goes to?
Wrong.
Actually, to be precise, not quite.
In other words...
I use Monokuma's secret tool, which can open any lock in the school. What?
Just a second.
Hey, what are you two doing? Hurry up. We're getting in trouble with Monokuma.
Makoto.
We can go over all the details after we get through the trial, okay, Makoto? Right now, I just want to focus on surviving our current situation.
It would seem...
Because this is probably the single most crucial moment so far for me. For her? It's a strange way to put it. Class trial is important for everyone, right? So why would she say it's a crucial moment for her?
Goodbye.
Zelaya! She's a bitch! Well, if that's all, seemingly unconcerned, Kyoko made her way to the elevator. I'm just overthinking what she said, right? Last one down! And the last one left, I stepped into the elevator. And the door slid shut. This time, the clunking was loud enough to hurt my ears, and the dread began to consume me once again. I can't imagine ever getting used to the mental pressure that comes with preparing for an execution. In that dusky darkness, nobody said a word. We just stood there silent and still. After an immeasurable period of time, the doors opened without warning. A dazzling light penetrated every depth of my eyes, but it wasn't the illuminating light of hope.
It was the blinding light of despair.
I can't wait! I can't wait!
Ah! I've been waiting for this! I feel like it's been forever since we got together like this! The time for pointless jokes and jabs has passed. Let's get on with the show! And so the curtain opened for the 5th time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith.
A deadly class trial.
6 enter, 5 leave. I know that light, waking up to work and the sun is too far up and you know you're late. Yeah, those are never good times. All right, so with that, that is the end of the session here. Let's, yeah, whatever, we'll leave it on this music. It was a nice stream today. Excellent, thank you so much, Vino. I enjoy it. It's good. Just finish it? No, sir. I know this game end. All kinds of twists and turns, Achan. All kinds of twists and turns. Gotta keep you on your toes. And then I think we have what, one chapter after this? So we have the trial, whoever the killer is here. I'm not sure who it would be here, because this is a little interesting. Yeah, I honestly have no clue who would be the killer this time around. I don't think it's Kyoko. Maybe she smacked him in the head while they ran off. Not one time. Yeah, I've got nothing. I've got nothing. All right, let's see if there's anybody online.
Anyway, guys, I love you. Be safe out there.
Okay, it looks like Curls is actually ending his stream as well. So, I've got nobody online. I think we'll end it just right here. Do as that, and as such, we will be back again on Wednesday, where we will continue our thing here, and probably, maybe, depending how long Chapter 6 is,
Perhaps we will be able to finish the whole game. We'll see. So as always, if you enjoyed the content, make sure you throw me a follow. You can also follow me on the Twitter there. Discord, join my Discord, as well as I put my past VODs on YouTube. So you have yourselves a wonderful night, and hopefully we will see you all again on Wednesday. Thank you for stopping by, and we'll catch you next time.